Good. I would hope that you would still have a job because then I would worry about your well-being. Like, how are you going to put food on the table? How are we going to feed the family?
Uh-oh. I know where you're going with this.
Wait, did we start already?
Oh, yeah. We're live, pal.
Oh, Jesus Louises.
Did they see the button?
Oh, yeah, the one that says end stream. Let me click that.
Don't do that. Don't you do that.
Okay, why not?
Then the stream will end. Then the stream ends, and then we have to go back into Streamyard. We have to create a whole nother thing. The lovely people out there that tune in live every Monday night wouldn't be concerned if we weren't there. They didn't see our lovely faces.
That's right.
Well, tough shit on them. Well, that's all I got to tell you.
Shit on them.
Yeah, tough shit on them.
Yeah, tough at that. Not just regular.
Yeah, not like soft drippings. I mean, tough, like gritty. You know, like you could sandpaper the walls with that shit.
No pun intended.
What you sucking on, pal?
I got a cough drop, so I don't die. Like last week.
Are you still sick?
I can't get rid of this cough, man.
You been to the doctor?
Dr. Zayas.
Ooh, rock me.
Tough shit.
I'm not terribly concerned.
You don't look like you are.
No, I still function like a normal person. I get up, I go to work.
Hey, you look good today. How'd the Dolphins do this past weekend?
Are you serious? Is that a real question?
Yeah, I don't watch football.
Matt, get him. This is you, baby.
Get him?
The Dolphins beat the Denver Broncos 70-20.
That's a pretty high score.
Okay. Does he appreciate what that means?
They could have broke the all-time NFL record, but they decided to just take a knee at the end.
Oh, they took a knee after they were up 50 fucking points, right? Yeah, I think we're good. Let me ask you this. Ask you this. When did their last score take place?
Oh, they scored in the fourth quarter, yeah.
Okay, but when? Like early in the fourth?
For like 8 minutes left.
I was going to say, I think there's 8 left.
Yeah, they probably should have stopped at the end of the third quarter. I mean, were there at least the third strings in at this point?
Oh, yeah.
Did Mike White play?
Yeah, Mike White threw a touchdown pass.
Oh, nice.
Mike White is the backup quarterback?
The second string. He's the former backup quarterback for the Jets.
Okay, so why did they put in the third string guy? Why didn't they let one of the running backs be quarterback? You know what I'm saying? Like at that point, have a little fun with it, no?
Yeah.
They were having fun. They were winning by fucking 50 points.
Yeah, no shit. I bet you the Broncos weren't having fun.
You know what? Fuck the Broncos.
Really? Gonna be that kind of night?
You know what? Sean Payton shouldn't open his fucking mouth like he did last year, okay?
What did Sean Payton say last year? He said
Tua would be benched by week 3. Tua is the starting quarterback. Tua went 16 for 16.
James Tua, the boxer?
No, Tua Tagovailoa.
Wait. Who?
Tua Tagovailoa.
It sounds like one of the guys in Bad Luck Fale's family in New Japan.
You know what? He is actually.
For real. Tua Tunga Bungalunga.
No, Tua Tagovailoa, not Bungalunga.
Vailoa, related to Dave LaGreca's wife, huh?
I think it's Violetta.
Something like that.
Whatever. Anyway, the Dolphins.
They're all descendants of Genghis Khan. That's what I learned.
Yep.
Dolphins are good. I won some money on my parlay.
Oh, boy. Nice. What was your parlay? What'd you take?
Oh, God. It was a huge Dolphins parlay. It was like fucking 10 legs.
Really? And you hit all of them?
Yeah.
Or did you buy back some of them?
No, I hit them all.
Nice.
I turned $4 into $200.
Whoa.
Look at that. Look at this guy.
You think you could fucking buy yourself a new chair?
My chair is fine. It's just so the cats don't destroy it. Don't be concerned with me. I'm good over here.
Listen, I couldn't give less of a shit. It was Handsome Kevin that was worried about you.
I was a little concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys fucking relax with me over here. I'm good, man. All right, I get up to take a piss. You don't have to put the camera on my fucking empty chair.
I don't know how good
bathroom.
I don't know how good he is, man. He's been coughing for 2 weeks.
That's a good point. He has been coughing for 2
Have
weeks.
I coughed once since we started the show?
No, because you're sucking on whatever you're sucking on.
Lollipop.
Oh, a lollipop.
Oh.
So you're going dual cough drop lollipop action.
I have another one here just in case I need it.
Uh-huh.
Another lozenger.
Well, good for you, Lozenger. One who lozenges.
Yeah, isn't
How are
it
you
a
guys
lozenge?
doing?
Is it a
One who
lozenge
partakes
or
in a
lozenge?
lozenge is a
It's a lozenge.
lozenger.
I thought.
Can we write that down?
Oh, what do you want me to write down?
Lozenger.
Got it.
Okay, write that in that notepad of yours.
Yep, Lossinger. Done and done. Look, this is very helpful at the end of the show when I have to write the fucking description. It's all here. I don't have to think.
Oh no, I was thinking title. I was thinking we got the name of
Yeah,
the
no,
episode
the title's
already.
going here too.
Lozenger.
How you guys doing?
Lozenging along, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You don't look as shiny as usual, Tony.
Well, I had my gabagool today, so
Ah, the gabagool. Are we okay to talk Italian today?
what? Put an A on the end of every word is Italian? Hey, I
No.
cooked the pizza.
I know how you feel when people stereotype you, so
Yeah.
Oh,
We
brother.
don't want to hurt your feelings, Tony.
All that and more.
How are you, Kevin? Garifo, how you doing? KJG?
Oh, I'm good, baby. Excited
All
for
right.
the show tonight, my man.
All right, handsome Kevin, how's it going over there in Minnesota? I know the weather's not the best.
No, whether it's welcome though, man. As long as it's not like if we can stay below 70, I'm pretty happy. But a little bit of storms coming through, but we're doing good, man. We're doing good, feeling great.
Yeah, you should after that pre-show Hummer your wife gave you.
That's it.
I got to watch it. I have my popcorn and everything. She just came in and just
You missed some action, Tony.
I got to start logging on earlier.
it was like Survivor Series. She broke out of that egg and gobbledygookered his mango.
But did she dance with Mean Gene when it was over?
I don't know. Molly, did you dance with Mean Gene? The people want to know.
Yeah.
We got a lot of fun show tonight. I watched a lot of wrestling.
You did.
I did. Let me tell you something right now. MLW, thrilled that Selena De La Renta's back. You want to know why?
I know.
She's sending that sack of shit Microman back to Mexico where he fucking belongs. You shitty midget. Get out of here. I watched the other day. I went to fucking AEW. I was there for 10 hours. I rubbed some elbows with some VIPs. You know what I'm
Probably
saying?
sucked on your fucking Wahoo sandwich or whatever.
That's a tease, Matt. Let's tease that for the show, baby.
Oh, yeah. I got scoops galore. Scoops
Galore.
He ain't
What
got
else?
shit.
I got
talking
tons.
about. Do you think that's a liar right there?
Yes, 100%.
No,
That's rude. I didn't lie.
100%.
Don't lie about
Definitely
nothing.
heavily embellishing, I would say.
No, I got scoops, bro.
Has anything to do with it? That's not nice.
Scoops. He probably went for fucking ice cream before the show. That's what he's talking about. Vanilla and chocolate in a fucking helmet. It was an Arthur Ashe helmet. Of
Oh, I didn't get. Oh, I did get food, but I didn't get any.
course you did. You ate the wazoo and it wasn't
I was
enough.
there for fucking ever.
Yeah, that's why I don't tailgate. We had this conversation.
I know the tailgating was great, and I'll talk all about that when we start the show. But the tapings take fucking forever. It's like,
No.
God,
Really?
gouge your eyeballs out. There was a New Japan show. I watched Ring of Honor. There's WWE to talk about. People got released.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah?
We got an interview. We got Matt. Hold on, I have his name.
I got it. I got it right here.
Chernick.
Matt Chernick, producer. Anyway, Bear Bronson is a documentary, former guest of the show. That's going to be debuting at the Indie Shorts Film Awards in New York City coming up. We have the producer, Matt Chernick, the executive producer, Gabriel Moulton, and director Everett Ravens joining us tonight at 7:30 for a nice little short talk about a nice little mini doc on our former guest, Bear Bronson. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
All that and more next. Episode 656. That's Crazy Town USA, the Shining Wizards Wrestling Podcast.
The following is a presentation of the Shining Wizards Network, broadcasting live in high-definition video and available on all podcasting and streaming platforms. Follow us on social media at Wizards Podcast. Check out our merchandise at merch.shiningwizards.com. Do your Amazon shopping at amazon.shiningwizards.com. And become a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/wizardspodcast. And now, it's time for the Shining Wizards.
watching.
You're watching
The Shining Wizards.
The Shining Wizards
Wrestling Podcast.
Wrestling Podcast. Man.
You are tuned in live to episode 656 of the Shining Wizards Wrestling Podcast, coming to you live on social media, going with you wherever you go on each one of those streaming and podcasting platforms. We got a full house, we got guests, we got some things to get over. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. Let's just jump right into some wrestling talk.
And talk about wrestling.
I think I had a stroke. Tony!
Matt.
Handsome Kevin.
KJG.
I got a little tongue-tied and twisted there, and I'm not the one with the cough tonight. Fellas,
Yeah, you don't got a
welcome aboard.
lozenger in there.
I don't understand what was going on there. I felt good. We were dancing, boogieing a little bit. The girls were back, and I guess it fucked me all up, man.
Yeah.
I understand.
the girls Fucked you all up.
What's
it
going
could be very
on,
distracting.
boys?
Let's see. Your ROH Revelry. Matt, is that a Steenwolf shirt you got on? It is.
Oh, I will
It
be joining
is-
the boys at ROH Revelry on Wednesday, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that.
Oh, you're gonna jaw with everybody?
What does fucking Kate have to say? Matt got scoops and didn't shit his pants. W night.
There you go.
People.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
I am not the most recent pants shitter of the Shining Wizards Wrestling Podcast. I believe that distinction goes to Tony.
Yeah, quality over quantity, my friend.
So why? We really this misnomer that I shit my pants every week. It's got to go
No, who said every week? Pump the
every
brakes.
time. Look, Matt didn't shit his pants. It's a W. When was the last time I shit my pants, people?
You tell us.
You got to go
Get it?
back in the archives, people.
No,
Stay
you
alive.
had a duck walk situation recently. I remember you talking about.
A waddle?
Yeah,
A duck walk and shitting your pants are two completely different things.
yeah, but I think you duck walked for safety precautions.
It was during the show. I got up and went, so I didn't shit my pants on the show.
Yeah, but every time you get up on the show, you fucking waddle.
He's got you there.
So I walk with the walk.
Let me see. Brendan Haney, I completely agree. Ice cream is 100% better in a helmet. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the coolness of the ice cream against the plastic of the helmet. I don't know. Maybe it's the atmosphere.
The coolness of the ice cream?
Yeah.
It's
Like
ice
it's-
cream, man.
Yeah, but like eating it out of a paper cup is like better than like eating it out of like out of a plastic helmet's better than eating out of a paper cup. It's like, look, you have a beer. You don't pour a beer into a wine glass, right? No, you pour it into a fucking, into a
But where
beer
are you getting
stein
ice
or
cream in
whatever.
paper cups?
That's what I was-
Dairy Queen.
Oh, good.
Ah, Dairy Queen.
I mean, I love me a Blizzard, but I would love me a Blizzard more in a fucking helmet.
I thought it was I thought it was all plastic.
No.
No, those are paper.
No, Dairy
cups.
Queen is 100% paper. Dots might be paper too.
Yeah, Dippin' Dots. They come in at a
Yeah.
little the ice cream of the future, which has not left the kiosk at the mall in 40 years.
God, remember when that was all the rage back in what was it, early 2000s?
Yeah.
Late 90s?
Yeah,
Was
they
it
still
because of
sell it at NASA. When I was at whatchamacallit, Kennedy Space Center.
Space Center?
No, they've changed the name so many times. It used to be Cape Canaveral, then it was Cape Kennedy, then it became Kennedy Space Center. So it's NASA, or as my wife says, Nassau.
NASA. Gonna go to NASA.
Good night,
NASA
everyone.
Coliseum.
So everyone's good. Everyone's doing well this week.
Yeah, I didn't shit my pants either. So W for me.
Yeah. I mean, minus this awful, terrible weather that we've been having. It hasn't stopped raining. Haven't seen the sun in like 5 days. But other than that,
Good. Fuck the sun.
Yeah.
here comes the sun.
Now you know what it's like to live in Seattle.
That's right.
Yeah,
Never
but
wanted to live in
that's why I
Seattle.
don't live in Seattle.
Yeah.
Well, this is why.
I was supposed to fucking put in some drainage over the weekend. Couldn't even fucking go in the yard to do that shit because everything's muddy and constant rain.
Where is your yard? You talking about that little patch of grass in the front?
No, backyard.
Oh, there's a yard in the back. We didn't get
okay.
to go in the hatch. We should have gone in the
Gotcha.
hatch. We should have
Saw the hatch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hatch.
Oh, there you go.
We should have done it proper.
Excuse to come back next year.
There you go.
Not for the barbecue. Not
No.
for going to see Kevin Smith and Mike Zapsik.
Nope.
Come
Just
to
got to
see
see the
Tony's
backyard.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, realistically, like in my mind, that's your yard, right? That little patch of grass in the front of the house. I didn't know you had a back lot.
Oh yeah, back lot. Listen to this guy.
Did you see the tree, or is that gone?
Oh no, the tree's there. Of course
The
he saw
tree's
the
there?
tree.
Matt hates that tree,
Why do you hate the tree?
right?
It's a stupid fucking tree.
The fuck's your problem? It's a fucking tree.
Nah, I
Don't
mean,
like
he's not
trees.
wrong.
My son, when he was real little, that tree was just starting to grow. So he would actually it became his tree. Like he'd come home from school, he'd be like, "Oh, I'm going to go talk to tree." And he would sit down outside and talk to tree. And like tree was like his friend. And then when tree was getting too big for his spot where he started growing, we planted him in the corner of the front yard. And that's where he's
Trees.
thriving. And he's like 9 feet tall now.
Tree's his friend.
That's the ticket.
He was like 3 or 4 years old. He'd come home from daycare and he'd want to go say hi to his tree.
I want to go talk to the tree.
Yeah.
He didn't want to
not
talk to mom or
it's
dad.
Not
He
like
wanted
he
to
was
talk
like
to the fucking
13. I
tree.
mean, yeah.
You don't know what he's doing. What's he doing right now?
Talking to tree?
Smoking the
Uh,
tree?
No, he's upstairs. I don't know. What do you think? He's outside sitting in the rain talking to the tree?
Peering out the window, looking at tree lovingly?
Yes, maybe he is. I don't know.
I know.
Yeah.
How come you never wrote a children's book about that?
That's a fucking great idea. I might have to become the next great children's author.
30%.
Oh, please. Yes, please. Please become the next great child.
Had a falafel, talk to a tree. shit my pants.
I saw this on 4chan. Turn the page. Nope. It's not for children.
The title, look what you could do with a tree.
Visit 4chan, people. It's a good place. You might see Low Life Louie there.
Low life. What are you drinking? Some more mud water over there?
Always drinking mud water. What do you want me to drink?
Oh, I don't know. I drink. So I got some water.
No seltzers tonight? No lemonades? No.
No, just a seltzer vehicle. I had to work this morning, and then I had to come home and I had to do bread club with Kieran.
How's
And
Kieran
then
doing? All right?
Kieran's great. He got a brand new job.
Oh, good for him.
I mean, he's doing good. So the latest installment of the Bread Club will be dropping this week. And then I had to upload the episode, and then I had to finish doing some show prep for this show. And then before I knew it, it was showtime. Oh, I took my pre-podcast shower. No, why? I'm not leaving the house. I'm done. We're in for the night.
Oh, boy, are we ever.
Yeah.
We are in for a hell of a night.
Boy, are we, buddy.
I'm excited.
Are you?
Oh yeah, why not? What's not to be
All right,
excited about? A lot of
we'll-
wrestling talk. You watch. I want to hear your take on everything that happened in wrestling, especially your AEW Dynamite and Rampage's experience and your scoops.
Oh, I got lots of scoops, guys. You can't even know what to do with them.
You got a scoop for us that you could drop right now?
Do you want a scoop?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Who doesn't want a scoop?
Scoop.
Oh God, be careful.
So I found out how Tony Khan books Ring of Honor and why Chris Hero is taking over.
Okay.
Because it was
Is that a fact?
yes,
Is that a scoop?
As a scoop.
Oh man.
My sources tell me
Okay.
that you would get to arrive at Collision, and the Collision card would be set, and then it was just essentially, all right, who else is here? Let's mix and match them, and that would be the card.
Oh, then people wonder why nobody fucking watches Ring of Honor.
Yes, exactly, T-Dunk. Exactly. And
So-
Vikingo's not allowed to lose because he's the AAA champion.
Ooh, that's another scoop. That's a
Unless it's
twofer.
Kenny Omega.
But he's hurt now. He hurt himself on the last ROH taping.
Oh, really? Well, what did he dive off of?
Well, what do you think? The ring to the outside.
What did he hit? His head?
His hip.
Oh, I put my hand upon your hip. When
I dip, you dip, we dip.
You put your hand up on my hip.
I also know, so another scoop for you.
Okay.
If the John Moxley injury, had it not happened, Shibata would have come out and challenged him to a match at Wrestle Dream. But because John Moxley got injured, Shibata could not come out because New Japan and AAA do not have a very good working relationship.
They never have they?
No, so they're not even allowed to be on the same screen together because people would lose their fucking mind. So that's why it was real awkward and clunky at the end of that match.
Ooh.
Awkward and clunky at the end of the match, as opposed to, I don't know, 3 times during the match. At least 3 times.
Well, I was there live, so I don't know what happened after the 3 count.
What do you mean what happened?
Well, I'm sure the camera didn't show John Moxley not being able to move, so I'm sure it just focused on Phoenix, and it was a lot of nothing. Because they had the filibuster for the extra time that they were losing.
Is that why Tony Khan came out and danced?
Tony Khan came out and danced at the end of Dynamite. I was getting chicken sandwich, so I missed that.
So your fucking up the wazoo sandwich wasn't enough. You had to plunk down some. How much did they bang you for this chicken sandwich?
Oh, chicken sandwich was $18, bro.
All right, and what else did you have while you were there?
I had a chicken sandwich,
Okay.
and I had some French fries,
Okay. It's probably another $10 for that.
and I had a cheeseburger.
And that was probably $15 for that. Okay, so we're at about $40 right there, maybe 45 or so. Any beverages?
I think I had a water and a soda.
Soda was probably $8. Water was probably 7 or 8 as well. So we're talking like another 15, 16. So you almost dropped, I don't know, say $80 fucking on food inside the stadium. You fucking hand job.
Your math is real weird.
No, my math is fucking correct. You shit on me last week for dropping $80 at the fucking stadium to get food. And here you are going, I had a sandwich and some fries and a cheeseburger and then I got a soda. And...
I also tailgated, though. I had my sandwich.
Holy shit! How many sandwiches you eat?
It was a long day. We got there about 2:30. I ate my sandwich. Then I had some adult drinks. Then
Oh,
you
okay.
get
So,
inside-
yeah, there you go.
when you get inside
Did you walk
early.
around taking your shirt off singing Judas?
No, I didn't sing Judas once, buddy.
Wait, did Jericho not wrestle?
Oh,
he
wrestled.
came out like fucking 4 times all night. I didn't sing Judas once. I'm not singing Judas because he's a bad guy.
You sang Judas when we saw them at the fucking
Wait, no, he's
Prudential
not.
Center. Gives a
Yeah,
shit.
at the Prudentials. That was November. September now.
Yeah.
Wait, do you mean like bad guy, like heel, or just bad guy?
No, he's a bad
Well,
guy.
he was a heel before the turn.
Well, yeah, he's not now, right?
No, but he still came out and left to fucking stupid Judas, and they came out again. I was like, fuck this guy. I'm not singing fucking Judas.
Sammy Guevara's a bad guy.
Yeah, so no, I didn't take off my shirt and walk around saying Judas, Tony.
You've been known to
Judas
do
Tony.
that, dude.
No,
Maybe
I
I
have
did
not. You have no. See, this is more slander. False information. I did not sing Judas and rub vanilla soft serve ice cream all over myself on my cruise.
Yeah, you did.
False.
No, me and Tony
shit.
talked about it. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh no, I remember.
Yeah.
I didn't run into you guys on the boat at all.
But you were too busy fucking running around with ice
Yeah.
cream on your tits.
I don't appreciate that. Don't appreciate it. You know what I do appreciate though?
What do you appreciate?
I appreciate when we go through the week that was professional wrestling and Tony, the T-Donk Donkster, takes us over the top.
On Monday Night Raw, Cody Rhodes defeats Dominic Mysterio. Kofi Kingston defeats Ivar. Shinsuke Nakamura defeats Ricochet. That one's by DQ. Chelsea Green and Piper Niven versus Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark ended a no contest. Bronson Reed defeats Chad Gable. Becky Lynch defeats Natalia. Tommaso Ciampa defeats Giovanni Vici. And Drew McIntyre defeats Jey Uso on SmackDown. The LWO defeat the Street Profits. And a women's title match, Io Sky defeats Asuka. Austin Theory and Grace Waller defeat the Brawling Brutes. And on NXT, more global heritage bullshit. Butch defeats Tyler Bate. Duke Hudson defeats Joe Coffey. Roxanne Perez defeats Lola Vice. Carmelo Hayes defeats Dominic Mysterio goes to a no contest. More global bullshit. Joe Coffey defeats Duke Hudson. And Becky Lynch and Lyra defeat Kiana James and Tiffany Stratton. Tony! Over the top, me babe.
Baby koalas are fed poo by their parents after they are born, which helps them digest eucalyptus leaves later in life. So the next time someone tells you to eat shit, they might actually be trying to help you.
Or they might be a koala bear.
Might be Emma. She lost her job too, didn't she?
Oh, yeah, she did. We're going to talk about that. Over in AEW World Dynamite at the Arthur Ashe Grand Slam, Eddie Kingston defeated Claudio Castagnoli to become the ROH World Champion. Chris Jericho defeated Sammy Guevara. The AEW International title changed hands as Rey Fenix defeated Jon Moxley. Saraya was successful defending the women's title against Toni Storm. And MJF beat Samoa Joe to retain his AEW World title. Over on Rampage, Mike Santana defeated Boulder. Hook, Chris Statlander, and Orange Cassidy defeated Angelo Parker, Anna Jay, and Matt Menardi. Darby Allin and Sting defeated Christian Cage and Luchasaurus. Your Ring of Honor World Six-Man titles changed hands as the Elite, Adam Page, Matt Jackson, and Nick Jackson defeated the Mogul Embassy, Bishop Khan, Brian Cage, and Toe Leone. Julia Hart defeated Sky Blue. For the Righteous, they became the number one contenders to the Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles as they defeated the Best Friends, the Hardys, and the Kingdom in a four-way dance. And your AEW Trios title was on the line as Billy Gunn and the Acclaim successfully defended against the Dark Order, Alex Reynolds, Evil Uno, and John Silver. On Collision, we have a brand new AEW TNT champion as Christian Cage defeated Luchasaurus and Darby Allin. Hook and Rob Van Dam defeated Angelo Parker and Matt Menardi. Julia Hart defeated Kiera Hogan. Jay White defeated Andrade El Idolo. FTR successfully defended the World Tag Team titles against the Workhorsemen. And in a Texas death match, Bryan Danielson defeated Ricky Starks. T-Donk, take it over the top.
Never thought I would have heard Hart defeated Hogan in 2023, but here we are. The average American pro baseball player earns $2.3 million a year. A Costa Rican worker who makes baseballs earns about $27.50 annually. Yeah, but is this guy batting .300, selling tickets to stadiums and winning pennants? I think not.
Tony, we never heard Hart beating Hogan ever, so I think we're good. Let's head on over to Ring of Honor in an ROH Pure title match. Shibata defeats Nick Wayne. Diamante over Katie Bright. Lee Moriarty with Shane Taylor defeats Lee Johnson. Mercedes Martinez defeats Trish Adora in an ROH Women's World title match. Athena gets the W over Angelina Love. Kara Hogan, Sky Blue, Willow Nightingale defeat Charlotte Renegade, Layla Hirsch, and Robin Renegade. Ethan Page over VSK. Elijo del Vikingo, Gravity, and Metalik defeat the Spanish Announce Project, Helico, Serpentipico, and Tony Nese. Action Andretti And Action Andretti and Darius Martin defeat Cole Carter and Griff Garrison with Maria Kanellis-Bennett. Interesting. RH World 6-man tag title match. The Mogul Embassy defeat the Infantry and Willie Mack. Tony, after that honorable rundown, take us over the top.
Big mother effing Keith Lee has more 5-star matches than Kurt Angle. Oh, it's true. September 3rd, 2017, Donovan Dijak versus Keith Lee at Pro Wrestling Guerrillas Battle of Los Angeles Night 3. Wow. Next.
All right, we're keeping it right here for Impact Wrestling and an Ultimate X match. Alan Angels defeats Ace Austin, Mike Bailey, Rich Swann, Samurai Del Sol, and Zachary Wentz. Jake Something over Dirty Dango. Eric Young defeats Kenny King by disqualification. Then Team Canada, Eric Young and Scott D'Amore defeat Kenny King and Sheldon Jean by DQ. And then America's Most Wanted, Chris Harris and James Storm, along with Team Canada, Eric Young and Scott D'Amore, defeat The Design, Dina and Khan, Kenny King and Sheldon Jean. Take a breath. Josh Alexander defeats Trey Miguel and Awesome Kong, Gail Kim, Jordan Grace, Mickey James, and Trinity defeat Angelina Love, Deanna Purrazzo, Giselle Shaw, Savannah Evans, and Tasha Steeles. Oh, that was a lot to get through. Tony, please take me over the top.
This is so perfect. If I were a female wrestler and I had terrible hygiene, my name would probably be Sasha Stanks.
If you were polite, you'd be Sasha Thanks.
If I was in the army, I'd be Sasha Tanks. We could do this.
If you were being naughty, you'd need some Sasha Spanks. MLW.
If I was in the mood for steak, I'd be Sasha Flanks. Get the fuck out of here.
Every night you're Sasha Wanks. MLW.
If you were impotent, you'd be Sasha Blanks. Got him. I broke HK.
ROH Revelry. If she was in prison, she would be Sasha Shanks. Like Peterson. If you were an actor, you'd be Sasha Hanks.
If she was into construction, she'd be Sasha Planks.
If she was made out of steel, she'd be Sasha Clanks.
If she was a top 5 Kevin list, she'd be Sasha Ranks.
Lucky. Oh my God! If she was on Jackass, she'd be Sasha Pranks.
Kate Hensler. If she was gracious and British, she'd be Sasha Fanks.
If she was
Brendan
very tall,
Haney.
she'd be Sasha Lanks.
Brendan Haney. If she got up too early, she would be Sasha Cranks. Asian Joe. If she was a hot dog, she would be Sasha Franks.
How have we not done these before? We had to. Right?
My God, man.
Wow.
Next.
On MLW, Love Doug defeats Little Guido. Ichiban defeats Nola Kitano. In a non-title match, Akira and Matthew Justice goes to no contest. On NWA Power, women's title #1 contendership triple threat match, Ruthie J defeats Misa Kate and Natalia Markova. Zion defeats Boz. Tom Ledford defeats Rush Freeman. And Magic Inc. defeat La Rebellion. Tony, take me over the top.
Orgasms can lower a woman's risk of heart disease, stroke, breast cancer, and depression. With that being said, I can only offer this advice to wrestling fans out there. Stop eating and start showering.
New Japan Destruction in Kobe 2023. The Bullet Club War Dogs, Clark Connors and Driller Maloney defeated the Black Kevin Knight and Tiger Mask. Just Five Guys, Yoki Sanada and Taka Michinoku defeated the House of Torture, Dixago, Evil, and Yujiro Takahashi. The Gorillas of Destiny.
Again.
The Gorillas of Destiny, El Phantasmo, Hikuleo, Jado, Tamatanga, and Tangaloa defeated the Bullet Club, Alex Coughlin, Chase Owens, David Finlay, Gabe Kidd, and Jado. Chaos, Leo Rush, and Yo defeated Los Ingobernables de Japón, Bushi, and Hiromu Takahashi. TMDK, Bad Dude Tito, and Zack Sabre Jr. defeated the team of Kazuchika Okada and Big Tom Ishii. Your New Japan Pro Wrestling title, no time limit, seconds handcuffed match. Sho defeated Tai Chi. We have a new King of Pro Wrestling champion. Your IWGP tag team titles were on the line. Bishiman was successful against TMDK, Mikey Nichols, and Shane Haste. Shingo Takagi defeated the Great Okan. Your IWGP World Heavyweight Championship #1 contenders match, Naito defeated Hula Hula the Pineapple Man. And in your main event, the IWGP UK Heavyweight Championship, Will Ospreay defeated Yota Tsuji. Tony, take us over the top.
I end this week with a haiku. You like John Moxley? Then you know what that makes you. A fucking loser!
Oh, haiku, nice. Let's just put a bow on this. Brendan Haney, if she was a huge pair of jeans, she would be Sasha Jenks. Mike Peterson, if she smoked weed, she would be Sasha Danks. And Kate Hensler, if she couldn't float, she would be Sasha Sanks.
Until next week, folks.
Sometimes they really fucking work.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We got a couple minutes before our guests arrive. Anything that we could keep short and sweet? A little conversation piece, gentlemen, you want to talk about?
What if does Sasha Banks have a cameo? What if we paid Sasha Banks to read all these?
I bet you her cameo is expensive as shit.
It's probably a lot, right?
Probably.
Can't be as much as the one MLW is paying for Don King, though.
He's still doing that?
Dude, it's fucking bad. It's so bad. Search for, what would she be? Mercedes Monet?
Oh, yeah, good call.
Here comes the Monet.
Done.
Here comes the
Mercedes Motivation.
Oh, that's positive.
$222 for a personal video.
Would it be worth it? What if could we start a GoFundMe to get $222 to get her to read all these?
Does it have that extra charge where if it's for a promotional piece?
It doesn't say.
She could send you a message for $20.
Yeah. 24-hour delivery. Average video is 51 seconds.
How many do you think we can get out of 51 seconds of those?
She also has to read the note and then make sure, she has to be okay to do it.
I think she'd love it.
Think we could get her to dance like the European girls? Just have her say you're watching Shiny Wizards and just have her fucking do this shit.
God, that's fucking horrible.
I loved it.
She doesn't do that anymore, though, does she?
No.
She's got the bad wheel. She probably can't do that.
With this, she can't do this.
She can't do this?
I don't know what that. I mean, you want the full.
Oh, like the hip?
I don't know.
Like the hip, like
yes,
maybe.
Out?
Yes,
we want
I don't know.
We want it all. That's what we want.
For $222, you're fucking right. I do.
Monet.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Personal video.
She probably gets it too, man.
It's such an arbitrary number too.
Yeah.
She's
Why
got
do you think it's
a lot of
22?
Probably the portion that goes to back to Cameo. Probably make it a nice even number that comes into her pocket.
Right.
She has 109 reviews. She's almost at 5 stars.
Almost.
Wow.
I want to know the bad review. That's
who didn't give her 5 stars? We got to see this.
Bad review Fale.
She got 2 1s. Let's see if can I isolate? Oh, yeah, I can isolate them. Hold on. Didn't even say what I typed at all. Extremely disappointed. We'll be asking for a refund. Tried to get something nice for Christmas, but all I got was money taken and insulted and blocked.
Monet taken.
Whoa. $450 for 25 seconds? I guess she came down on her price a little bit. A huge fan, but super disappointed. If you make much more money than I do, go for it. I don't know. Dude, she used to be $450.
That was probably at her height in WWE. You would
Good
imagine,
God.
right?
Still not worth it.
Oh no cameos are worth it unless they're like hysterical.
Well, the one time I plunked down money for The Godfather we got one for Phil. To wish
You
him,
got one for Phil.
yeah, for like his happy birthday or something. I don't think it was more than $40 or $50 for
Yeah,
The
happy
Godfather.
birthday. Don't kill yourself on the bus.
Oh, jeez. Again with this nonsense.
Smoke weed every day.
I mean, I don't know. How do you guys feel about Cameo? Matt, would you ever purchase a Cameo for somebody, or have you ever purchased a Cameo?
Yeah, I
for somebody?
purchased a bunch of cameos when we did the Kevin versus Kate thing.
Oh, that's right.
Didn't Kate bought one from what's his name? Fucking slicey pizza guy. What the fuck's his name?
Nick Gage.
Yes, that's right.
I got one for Nick Gage for the fucking. That's where fuck the Shining Wizards come from.
Is that the one? Oh, that
That's
was the
yes.
one. That was it. Gotcha.
That's a cameo, huh?
yeah.
And then she got me a Dave LaGreca one after I smashed my heart rate monitor.
Oh yeah.
And then a bunch of them got me a Dalton Castle one for my birthday.
To the castle.
You had multiple Dalton Castle cameos.
I had one.
Oh, one. Oh, but a bunch of people chipped in and got it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's fun.
Wait.
Yeah.
All right.
Look,
There's a couple of comments here. Whoever got Nick Gage helping their kid learn how to potty train was worth it. We need to see that. Is that available? Can we pull that up? Is that a thing? I need to see Nick Gage calling some little kid a motherfucker, telling him how to shit.
Oh, you think he used foul language with a child?
Listen, kid, pull down your motherfucking pants.
Easy with that.
Yeah,
What?
put him over your fucking head and rob a bank.
Soundbite right there.
All right, we got. I think everybody's in the queue. Do we want to bring in our guests?
Let's do it.
No, let's let him sit there for another hour. Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to sit there, guys. All right, I'm going to bring in Matt first.
Yeah, Matt looks like he's talking already, but he's not in.
All right, I'm bringing him in.
There he is.
Sure.
Sorry,
What up, dog?
I was thoroughly enjoying the Nick Gage potty train conversation over there. We absolutely need the video on that. You're not wrong.
What's up, buddy? How you been?
I'm good, man. Life's good. I'm excited about this one. This is a project. Gabe Moulton brought this to me in winter 2020, like early
All right,
on.
hold that thought, Churn. Let's bring everyone else in.
Copy.
Okay.
Let's bring in Everett here. Hello, Everett.
What's up, everybody?
Man.
What's up,
Yeah,
Everett?
let's-
Welcome to the show, man.
Thank you.
Let's bring in
Thank
Gabe.
you. Happy
yeah.
to be here.
And we'll bring in Gabe, and everybody's here. It's like a party.
It's a big party. We're very happy to welcome the head honchos, if you will, of a production called Bear Bronson, which will be debuting at the New York Indie Shorts Film Festival on September 30th at Cinema Village. Matt Chernick, longtime friend, who is the producer of the vehicle. Executive producer is Gabriel Moulton, and director Everett Ravens. Welcome, guys. First and foremost, I want to thank you guys for doing this. Bear Bronson is a friend of the show, former guest of the Shining Wizards Wrestling podcast. So, Matt, I didn't mean to cut you off, so go ahead and continue with what you were about to tell us before we brought in your compadres here.
This is a project that Gabe down there actually brought to me. I think it was like February 2020, and he said, "I want to do a short doc about wrestling." And at the time it's early 2020, so life is still normal. And of course, everything hits the fan in March, and we sort of tabled it for a while. And I think summer 2020, Gabe came back to me like, "Hey, let's do this thing." And we wanted to tell a story. We just, at first, we really didn't know what that was. And we had a meeting about everything and came up with like just tons of ideas. And like the world was your oyster, but you're also still during COVID kind of confined to staying within the area, what's local, and really just, what you can get in a way that is feasible and works logically with your day-to-day and everything going around you. And we discussed like several different wrestlers, and we kind of talked to a few to sort of like get a foot in the door to understand like what we're up against as far as the industry goes, which was a lot easier than you'd expect. I mean, you guys probably know wrestlers are very receptive to fans usually, so it was a lot easier than I initially thought it would be. And I scouted Bronson in Boulder on the boardwalk in Atlantic City in 2020 August, and it's a 100-degree day, and there's 30 to 40 people in the crowd, and everyone who played that day played it like they were in front of 30 to 40,000 people. And it was beautiful to see, very, very artistic, just amazing. And Bronson agreed to do the shoot with us, and we got to Ocean Gate, New Jersey, and we filmed him for the whole day pretty much. He got there super early, and we followed him throughout the day. And afterwards, we had all this footage. We had like 4.5, 5 hours of footage that we needed to bring down to like under 10 minutes to make it a short. And we had so much going on in our own lives and our own like careers elsewhere that we had to sit on it for a while. And then finally we realized we have so many ideas, but we have too many ideas, and we're kind of a little bit too close to this thing. So we sort of handed the project off to Everett and Matt. His editor really took it across the goal line.
So Gabriel, did you grow up are you a lifelong wrestling fan first?
I was, yeah. I grew up in the 90s, so naturally, like, I grew up watching Raw is War every single Monday night, and when SmackDown was launched, I had literally every single toy that existed, wrestling toy, and I would just like, I think this was like my first way into storytelling, was like doing, like my own WrestleMania in my bedroom every single night. And I probably played with those toys for too long. And then when I got to high school, I realized, hey, I should probably start making videos, and started doing that instead. But I've been a lifelong wrestling fan. I wrestled in high school. I kind of lost my love for professional wrestling in high school when I started to get into more high school wrestling. But I've been kind of reinterested in everything around it. And I think one of the most, like, the things that interested me most is like the ability for a character to be themselves at the same time as another character, kind of a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And I wanted to explore that in this character, and then in other characters in similar stories.
So let me ask you this real quick, and I'm not sure, I believe I gave, but this is a question that should be directed at you. How difficult is it to film all of this footage, hours upon hours of footage, and then condense it down to under, I mean, the video itself was like 6.5 minutes or something like that, to that nature. How I'm sorry, not video, the documentary, 6.5 minutes. So how difficult is that to do?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think like I've been over ambitious in the past, and one thing we wanted to do here was be as simple as possible. And at the end of the day, it's like only one day of footage, right? And we asked Bear, like we only did 2 interviews with Bear, so we wanted to keep it a super simple format. Like I've done, my mom and dad are documentary filmmakers, so I've been around it for a long, long time. But I've done like one film that I failed in making, and it was a huge lesson. We shot like 26 days, and the intention was to make like a 15 to 20 minute short. That was incredibly difficult to cut down, right? I think the story was pretty clear here, and I think maybe Everett can speak a little bit more to that question in particular.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, okay. I think. Go ahead, Kevin.
Okay, so Everett, I was gonna get to about this question real quick, and just in terms of, first of all, your experience with wrestling. Are you strictly a film guy, or do you also have at least an interest in professional wrestling? And also, what was it like to direct a film about a business that is pretty much supposed to be not real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, so how did that all come together for you, and what was your experience with that?
Yeah, I mean, my experience with wrestling, similar to I guess like all of us, we kind of grew up in that golden age of wrestling, and I think honestly, when Mankind was thrown off of that cage, all those years back at that WrestleMania, and like everyone thought he died or something, like that was like the last memory I really have of wrestling. My brother was kind of into it. Matt and I were friends in kind of middle school through high school, so he definitely championed the wrestling fan, sort of in the friend group. I then kind of took a path into sort of commercial and music video stuff kind of after high school. And more recently have been doing like a lot of documentary work. Gabriel and I have, I think, filmed 3 documentaries this year, aside from the Bear Bronson. And I think a lot of the documentary subjects, like what interests us doesn't really matter how crazy or wild the subject matter is, but sort of how do we tie it back to these themes of like humanity and things that we're all sort of dealing with. I think identity is like a huge theme that is a through line in a lot of my films. So to sort of, take the approach of a wrestler and kind of get, it's like, it was really important for me to be able to take all this footage that we sort of like asked all of these questions and really kind of like scattershot potentially like what the film could have been about. And then with Gabriel and our editor, Matt Maltese, who has worked on a couple of my projects, we kind of had a flow for how we take sort of sound bites and video clips and then organize it into, like an image string out or some sort of like initial cut. But yeah, I don't know if that answers the question.
It certainly does. I should also mention that Gabriel, Gabriel is also the owner and operator of Daydream Studios, right, Gabe?
Correct. Yeah.
What's that like? How's that being like a boss and also kind of like, a fan?
It sucks. No, I'm kidding. No, like it's like a super glorified thing. Like I've always dreamed of owning my own production company, right? And then when you get down to it, I have 2 amazing business partners, Johnny being the creative side and Blaze being the operations side. But when it comes down to it, and like, I mean, all of us have dealt with this in different industries and capacities, but when it comes down to it, running employees and trying to maintain creative at the same time is this balance that always, competes with each other. But like, for example, this project, I used to be at a production company in New York. I'm not going to name the name of it, but for a long time, I was pushing when I was there that they would start allowing their employees, including myself, to make passion projects. And this project was founded out of a pitch of that. So I put a pitch together at my old company. And it kind of outlined a story that was maybe going to target someone who is more of a hardcore wrestler, something a little bit more bloody. And it's not to say that Bear doesn't do that, because I know he does that at times. But that project was rejected at my old company because he's like, I'm not going to allocate resources to this. I'm not going to allocate money to this. And that's kind of like one of the many things that has motivated me in my new company to allow our employees to make their passion projects, because it only makes our company culture better and then also our creative output better. And like, for example, this amongst other projects that Everett's mentioned have, hit some really big film festivals this year and allows us to bring that same integrity to our commercial work. So, yeah.
Churn.
Yes,
me and Churn go way back, by the way. I don't know if Everett and Gabe, you know that.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. me and Churn.
No, actually, this is interesting because I wanted to like. This is like a culmination for me because Everett and I made a movie called Ice Cream Wars 2 in 2003 about rival ice cream gangs, and this is completely born out of Grand Theft Auto Vice City at the time. And Gob and I tried to make a short in 2007 called The Rogue, which I don't even know if you remember that, but we got a little distracted while we were making that one. But Kevin and I have known each other since 2010 when I was bar backing in Egan's. So this is like a combination of just like people I know in the area all coming together on like one thing.
That's awesome.
I
man.
worked at
And,
Egan's. Kevin, I wonder if I met you. I worked at Egan's.
All right, so
This was West Orange.
West, a copy.
yeah,
Montclair.
so Churn, let me ask you this: why Bronson?
All right, so I mean, you got to remember, like I was talking about earlier, with logistics and everything. It's COVID when we decide we're actually going to go into production on this thing, and one of the things we were trying to figure out was who locally has a story that we can showcase, and we'd come up with a couple names, and like I think at the time our name that we wanted to get was Sandman, because he's not that far, he's fairly local to us, and we were like, that's an interesting character. That guy's seen it all. He's done it. But you know, as we kept progressing, things changed a little bit. Like at one point, I think we were trying to get one person who was like, you know, a little bit, for lack of a better term, more of a grizzled veteran. And we were trying to get somebody who is coming, like an up and comer in the business, and then somebody who's just starting out. And we talked to some people. I think I talked to Big Jeff Noyes, and I talked to Nikki Duke. So I know she was just trying to get her career back on track at the time, and again, very local to us too. And she's amazing. I don't know if you guys are familiar with her. She's in the area, but Nikki Duke is amazing. And kind of from there, I kept thinking about who do we know, and I'd worked on a job with Bronson's brother John in like early 2019, and he had seen I was wearing a Mandy Rose t-shirt or hoodie at the time because I was obsessed with her. Don't ask why. And he was like, we all lie. And he was like, do you know who that is? Like, I don't know. I guess he thought I just liked the shirt. And I was like, yeah, I love her. And he's like, well, my brother's a wrestler. And he started mentioning his brother is Bear Bronson and his tag partner Bear Boulder, and they were Bear Country. And so when I started getting that far back, I contacted John, and I was like, hey, like, I don't know if he'd be interested in anything. And John put me in touch with Joe, with Bear. And from there, we kind of just, we went back and forth on the phone a few times, and he was very, like, you know, very, very receptive. He was like very, very down to do it. And he was also down to help. Like he told me, he's like, hey, I got like pipelines with some people. Like if you need to, you know, talk to so-and-so for this project, like I can probably get you with them. And then we kind of realized that we had enough, I think, to just go with a story about Bear. And one of the things I love about it is, you know, he talks about like just his love and passion and the sacrifice that he has to do what he does, and sharing that love and passion with everybody. And I think that's one of the very beautiful things about just community in general, but in this world, that's one of the most beautiful things that we have.
I was going to ask. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Matt.
Sorry, handsome Kevin. In the short Bear Bronson that you guys created, was there anything that you had to leave on the cutting room floor, or something you wish you had put in that you know, we might have got a kick out of, or would have been interesting to see?
I mean, yeah. Anytime you have 4.5 hours of footage and you're trying to cut it down into, you know, like 6 or 7 minutes, you're going into that. And I think he gave us a lot. Like as far as the content of his interviews and the way that he spoke about business and his understanding of the business, he gave us a lot. And I think in terms of the story we wound up telling and how we had to tell it, some of that stuff had to get cut out.
I think just to add to that too, there was so many like micro stories around the specific event that we were at that could have been told as a much larger story. Like I believe that, and Matt, feel free to add context to this because I don't have a perfect memory always. But it was a charity event that was for raising money for a specific disease. Matt, correct?
I think it was either for the disease or for the kid himself.
Yeah. And so like we decided that it didn't make sense to include too much inclusion of that because it just distracted from, like, we were telling the story of Bear, right? But there was bigger stories and probably more important stories that we just like had some footage of, but probably couldn't get deep enough on, as well as like, you know, we were there in the middle of 2020. Was it 2020? Yeah,
It was
we were there
October.
It was yeah.
Go ahead, Ev.
No, it was in the middle of 2020.
Yeah,
That
so
was
we were
like
there in the
big
middle
pandemic
of
time in the New York metro area.
Yeah, and that was like a whole nother story itself. You had like this clashing culture of like people that were gathering outside, you know, like, but we didn't tell the story of like what that time was for like live performance or wrestling in general. We kind of just left that out and put that date there because we all know at that time, like event after event after event was canceled. And I can't imagine how tough that was on people that were running the circuit in indie wrestling, right? So there was larger stories at play there.
Yeah, I think it comes across a bit in some of what Bear talks about of what he gets from wrestling and why he continues to wrestling. But like, as an outsider to the sort of world of wrestling, seeing this collection of people coming together for this one kid, this one purpose, like you really get a sense of support and community. And I think for me, when I went back to the cutting room floor, you know, the editing room, and I was like, what is the story I want to tell? It's about like why this guy continues doing what he's doing, even though he's sort of like on this uphill journey. And the film sort of like concludes in a really interesting way, sort of showing what happens when you continue sort of pursuing what your interests are and what fulfills you or what brings you into community. And I think in the end, like it was really successful sort of telling the story of what the event was, but through Bear's words of the importance and significance of wrestling to him, his life, his family, etc.
So we are on the line right now, or joining us right now, Matt Chernick, producer, executive producer Gabriel Moulton, and director Everett Ravens of Bear Bronson, which will be premiering at the New York Indie Shorts Film Festival. That'll be on September 30th. Session 3, 4:45. Get your tickets. We'll post the link everywhere. It's Indie Shorts Awards, New York. I'm sorry, it's film. It's it just scrolled across on the bottom. You'll see it. Trust me, you'll see it. If any one of you guys want to actually drop the website, the full website, that's fine. So go ahead, but it's going to scroll across right here in a second. That's session 3, http filmfreeway.com/indie shorts awards/tickets. If you guys, and I'll go around and I'll start with Everett, then I'll go to the other two of you guys. If there's one thing you would want people to take away from this short, what would it be?
Find people that support what you love.
Churn.
To me, it's all about dreams, and it's whatever the hell your dream is, go the fucking distance and get.
Gabe?
I would say find something weird and own it. Don't always be yourself. There's different versions of yourself. And the more that you explore those characters, the more that you can become a better character at your core.
So I saw Bronson this past Sunday. So I told him I was having you guys on. He was very excited about it. And you could tell that this was 2020 just by his hair and how different he looks now.
He looks very young.
Well, that one that I wanted to mention was that he's since then, like we got him October 2020 and he just took off since then. And he's he's in an amazing place physically and mentally and probably spiritually as well. Like I think he's lost like 70 pounds, man. He's doing well. He just got engaged, man. Good for him.
Yeah, no, we talked about all that stuff, and he was really happy that we were going to have you guys on. I'll probably isolate the interview and send it to him, and he'll probably give a listen to it. So real quick, anything you guys want to leave anybody with, we'll plug it. When you guys are done, we'll plug it to the heck all day. So anything you guys want to leave people, talk them into the room, basically.
One more thing I want to mention, we've got a big announcement coming up. We can't say anything until the 29th, but big announcement coming up. You should come to Cinema Village on Saturday. You should see this movie, man. You're gonna love the lineup, everything with it. But this movie is gonna make you want to go out and live your fucking dream.
Nice. Well,
there's a very special festival that will also be in that sort of.
No.
Oh boy.
We lost you, Everett.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
It's perfect.
Gabriel,
timing.
why don't you close us out here, bud?
No, I appreciate you all. Thanks for having us on. It's a pleasure. Big fan of your podcast. Big fan of what you all are doing. And like, I hope that people see this film and we're going to keep making stuff. I hope that everyone keeps doing what they love. And thank you so much for having us on.
No problem. Churn, I'll talk to you soon, buddy. Guys, thank you so very much for being here.
Later.
Thank you for having us, man.
Bye.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks
Be
for
well.
joining
Good
us.
luck.
Yeah.
Likewise.
All right. Oh. All right. So that was Matt, Gabriel, and Everett. Independent Short Film Awards, Bear Bronson. So go check that out September 30th, 4:45 at Cinema Village 2022, 22 East 12th Street in New York City, baby. East 12th Street in New York City. That was pretty fun.
Yes. I concur.
I do too. I loved it.
Concur. I have the Nick Gage cameo.
You pulled it up. You got it. All right.
Have it. Let me see. It's been a while since I've used the cord. Let me know if you guys can hear this.
Hey, Ava, it's Nick Gage. How you doing? Your parents are telling me you're having a hard time getting toilet trained. Well, I'll tell you what, I was in the same boat myself. My mom took me forever to potty train me. But you got to do it. So just keep asking, keep listening to your mom and keep using that bathroom, and eventually you would get this thing down pat. Stay strong. Ava, stay strong. Nick Gage. Hey, Ava, it's Nick Gage.
What the fuck?
Hey, Nick.
How does he blame that on his mother? My mother took forever to potty train me? Fuck. What?
MGK, that motherfucking toilet.
Yeah, he didn't even end with an MDK all fucking day.
I'm thinking he's still working on it.
Wolf.
Yeah, that wasn't. I was expecting a lot more.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Nah, it
He was
wasn't.
in like a fucking Walmart.
What did you want him to do?
I don't know, not fucking do cameos at a Walmart.
Do you want, like, what is it, For Whom the Bell Tolls, like, behind him and, like, hey, take your motherfucking shit in the motherfucking toilet.
Yeah, kind of.
Bomb.
If you are fucking, this is the Nick Gage that is presented to us in every fucking cameo. Is fuck the motherfucking Shining Wizards, MD fucking day, all day, every K, all right, your fucking cell block, G, all my homies, you better fucking listen. And they're like, hey, sorry, don't mind this Walmart employee. Make sure you use your potty right. And
Kev, did you ever see the Saturday? You watch Saturday Night Live? Did you ever see the Andy Samberg, like Mark Wahlberg talks to animals skit? Anyone ever see that?
No.
He's kind of like, he's like, hey kid, why don't you shit in the toilet? I like your beard. Say hello to your mother for me, because my mother sucks. Like it was so like not Nick Gage. I was not expecting that at all, Matt.
no, I'm actually disappointed. I'm fucking annoyed that I played it, to be honest with you.
I think it was worth
I
it.
feel like I've let everybody in the room down. Hey, Nelly.
No, you didn't. He did.
Yeah, Nick Gage let me down.
MDK all fucking day. Nelly's here. Watch me stick this pen in her asshole.
My fucking mom took for fucking ever. I just don't know how you blame your mother on that.
Well, I mean, who else? You can't blame yourself. You can't potty train yourself.
You can blame yourself.
Hold on. Blue light special, aisle 4.
It's not a fucking, like, it's not that hard to comprehend. There's a toilet. That's where you go.
Do you think his mother's lack of ambition and training him to use the toilet led him to the life that he leads today?
I think it might
No,
have
it's
something to do
called
with it.
fucking drugs.
Yeah, but like he was fucking getting high somewhere, just talking to some complete strangers, going, "Yeah, my motherfucking mother didn't help me take a fucking shit when I was fucking 3."
Yeah, and he's fucking doing fucking drugs and shit in his pants. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, he's like, "Can you help me out? Next bump's on me, motherfucker."
Light tubes for everybody, bro. Hey, guess what? Guess what's taking place this weekend?
The Tournament of Death.
XPW back in Newark.
Oh, you guys want to go to the Heart Ballroom?
You probably
I gotta work
should.
Saturday. I don't know what I was trying to pull up, but I accidentally went to XPW streaming. And it came up. It's this fucking weekend. What's the name of this gem?
Is Tom Lattimore wrestling?
South of Heaven. Hey,
well,
Is Drake,
tell you right now, hold on. Coming off the heels of I Hope You Die.
Schlong wants to know if I'm going. If he wants to come up from Philly, I'll go.
A few unanswered questions remain. Schlack, Tessa Blanchard, Alex Colon, Maga Butcher, Kat Martini, Lou Dark Shatine.
Isn't Lou Dark hot? Didn't we have this conversation?
I don't know.
Lou Dark Shatane, right?
You can still get ringside. They're fucking $81.50.
Oh no, Lou Dark is the Mexican chick with the mask. That's right.
All right, $81.50 to sit ringside.
Gotta be kidding.
$80 for the ticket, $1.50 for the fee. General admission.
$80. So the 20 tickets they'll sell will make them a nice little chunk of change, I guess.
No,
General
one
admission.
person that's buying $80 tickets to an independent.
Oh no, there's a lot of ringside seats. 1, 2 that look like they've already been bought.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this whole side's almost sold out.
Yeah, people go to this shit, man.
$80?
Like, we make fun of it, but dude, there's people that love XPW and they love this hardcore shit, man. They'll go out.
Balcony.
I'm not like. Go ahead.
Balcony standing room only, $41.50.
Just think, Matt, you could have skipped those cheeseburgers and fucking that chicken sandwich. You could have fucking went to the Heart Ballroom this weekend.
I gotta work this weekend.
With a fucking wazoo in your pocket.
Yo, the XPW at the Heart Ballroom would end up costing Matt more than AEW at Arthur Ashe Stadium in New York
LA.
City. Like, just think about that. Like,
poor Nelly.
No, not poor Nelly. She doesn't need to be up here.
Yeah, poor Nelly.
No, you can't cancel what was canceled.
Was that the name of the next show?
No, that's their fucking catchphrase.
You can't cancel what, because then it's still canceled.
yeah, but they're back. It's weird. It's a weird catchphrase.
Hey, I don't work for them, man. I was just on their website.
Yeah.
Probably should not do that. I get flagged. Hey, let me ask you guys a question.
Oh, shit.
Because this is making the rounds today on the Twitter.
Oh, boy.
Apparently, Triple H and Stephanie are no longer together.
Wait. Time out. Hold the phone. Seriously?
It's trending on Twitter that they have not been together for like a year.
Did a great job hiding it. That's true. I mean, Stephanie's gone from WWE.
Kenny, for your thoughts. I actually fucking remember this dude. Triple H and Stephanie McMahon circa 2000. It's a picture of Kevin James and Leah Remini. I swear to God, I thought it was them. It fucking looks just like them. I'm sorry. I get distracted easily. Yeah, report Triple H and Stephanie McMahon separated.
Oh, no.
And considering divorce. What?
That's sad.
Yeah, I'm pretty indifferent to it.
Nah, I mean, they got kids, man.
Oh, no.
Think of the children.
Think of the children.
Stop that. Think of the children shit again.
Why, that won me my court case.
That's right. The most salient point he made that day.
It's horrible. What? So wait though, if that wouldn't affect WWE at all, though.
No, she fucking left.
Yeah,
she gone.
So
and Triple H is kind of like a redheaded stepchild now too.
Right, but
he's not in the position. that he was in, right?
That's
you know what else sucks? Since the merger, fucking TKO stock has lost $22 fucking dollars. What in the fucking titty fucked fried heaven is going on here?
You just sold it when you had the chance, big guy.
Should have sold it months ago.
It'll be back. It's WrestleMania season.
Oh, now's the time to buy.
It's not WrestleMania season. It's September.
Fuck season.
I'm getting there.
Survivor Series first, Kevin. Fastlane, Payback, whatever the fuck is in 2 weeks.
The Royal Rumble.
WrestleMania season starts at Survivor Series, but we're getting there. You're seeing this. You're seeing the seeds being planted.
You know why this tanked?
Super Bowl too.
It probably tanked because WWE's moving to SmackDown to Fox to USA.
SmackDown to USA.
And they're losing fucking Raw and NXT on USA.
Are they? Is that real? They're losing it?
Kind of seems that way, yeah.
So will Raw go to Fox, or what's going to happen?
No, they're apparently they have a lot of other places interested. So it's not like it's going to be without a home, in order like there's not going to be a gap, but it seems to be like once the Fox deal is done and they go to USA's not going to have Raw anymore or NXT for that matter.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Why not?
Because I don't understand if USA would want to get another WWE show, why would they give up?
Because apparently they're throwing a lot more money than Fox did at SmackDown. So there's some value there that they see in SmackDown that maybe they don't have in Raw. And they're probably fucking tired of 3 hours of Raw on a fucking Monday night.
Yeah, but they're just going to put on some old bullshit reruns.
Gives a
it's
shit.
going to be fucking SUV every fucking Monday night.
Oh,
and
SUV.
There's a lot of fucking suitors for Raw. Yeah, SVU, SVC.
You got to realize too, a lot of that programming still pulls in fucking numbers that makes it worth it for advertisers. That's why this shit gets replayed like ad nauseum on these channels.
And USA does air a lot of first run sports programming now.
Yeah,
they do a lot of Premier League. They do a lot of college sports even now, and so who knows what they're gonna do.
And
or maybe they just want to do like, I know like the strike is still a thing like in Hollywood, so like maybe, but a lot of stations are doing like first run game shows now, so maybe they go into that department.
And apparently the past couple of weeks NXT's been fucking doing like near million ratings
with
the influx of WWE talent, especially Becky Lynch.
It's got to be that Heritage Cup.
Oi.
Yeah. I read that there's a lot of unsuspected, I guess, suitors for Raw in particular. I don't know if Raw and NXT are going to be a package or not, but it will be interesting definitely to see where it lands. It wouldn't shock me if it was one of those, like, I know when we talked about the merger, Tony, the dark horse ended up being who pulled the sale off. So it'll be interesting to see who the dark horse is potentially pulling off the acquisition of Raw.
It's weird until I actually see it. Like I can't, like I don't want to live in a world where WWE Raw is not on USA Network.
You already lived in that world.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Spike,
TNT,
the Nashville Network.
Yeah, the network.
I was a different man then, Matt.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, this is still weird. Stephanie and Triple H, huh?
It's fucking breaking news. You gonna be okay, buddy? You gonna be able to sleep tonight? Maybe you should sleep with your Triple H teddy bear.
If I had one.
Oh, you have two.
I'm gonna have to. Is that still available on Amazon? I'll have to put that on my wish list.
I bet it is. Triple H teddy bear. You guys know we have two pay-per-views we got to pick this weekend.
Yes.
Time for me to make up some ground.
Bro,
NXT.
Stephanie McMahon in like late 90s, early 2000s. Man, she could fucking get it.
All right, easy over there.
Oh,
Jesus.
You know what? Dare I say, Linda McMahon, late 90s, early 2000s.
Whoa.
You can't say no.
Well, I said dare I say. Hulk Hogan got remarried.
Yeah, he did. Brother.
Yeah, and apparently Brooke
go.
Yeah, Brooke doesn't talk to the family. She put out some sort of statement there. She's got to like be better for herself. I don't know.
Whoa,
she's on one of those soul searching. She's on one of those soul searching journeys.
I read that it was because of time is it short notice? She was already obligated to something else. And
No. There was some shit that she put out on Twitter. I forget what it. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, find that because that's a little.
Oh
intriguing.
yeah, please find that.
We
got picks this weekend. NXT No Mercy Saturday, and Wrestle Dream on Sunday.
What the fuck is Wrestle Dream?
Wrestle Dream's the AEW vehicle.
I am not picking that. Fuck off. I am not picking it.
That's a pay-per-view.
Right here. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I wouldn't want to interrupt you talking about the fucking wonderful AEW.
Yeah, why would you not want to pick Wrestle Dream?
Because it's a fucking nightmare is what it is.
For who?
For me.
Why?
Because Shibata's not even there.
Shibata is there. He's going to wrestle Eddie Kingston now.
Oh, gives a fuck. Did Kate fucking have a nervous breakdown when he fucking won the title?
I'm pretty sure she cried a little bit.
Wait, you were next. Oh, I know why. You were too busy fucking eating your fucking sandwich to give a shit about one of your friends having an emotional moment. As many of you know, this is Brooke Hogan. I value my privacy, but unfortunately, a lot of media outlets are making assumptions, blah, blah, blah. As we all experience this with our own families, the dynamics of a family unit continuously change over the years. My family's experienced a lot of change. I've learned how to best navigate those changes as they come, which has been difficult. For my own journey, I have chosen to create some distance between myself and my family, and I'm focusing on people and things that heal my heart and align with my own personal beliefs, goals, and values. I wish him well. That was a little bit of a slicing up quotes, but you get the gist of it.
Yeah, just tell us you don't want to get in the car with Nick. You'd rather show up to your next engagement.
Well, she'd like to go to her next wedding with her head intact. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unlike John Moxley, whose fucking brains were scrambled a few times.
Yeah, and all right. Let's talk about Grand Slam, shall we?
Yeah.
Can we talk about Grand Slam? Great time. I got to rub elbows with a bunch of people in the special wrestling community. I've met a couple cool dudes. That Andrew Zarian dude from the Mat Men.
Cool.
I met him. I met Will Washington.
Oh, Will Wheaton.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it was good times. I was excited because we got inside and they were going to tape some Rampage before Dynamite.
Oh.
And I was like, hallelujah, I'm not going to be here all fucking night.
Huh, joke's on you.
Fucking right, the joke was on me. They taped
You
two
sucker.
matches. They taped 2 matches before Dynamite. They taped the Santana match and the mixed tag match. I was like, this is great. 2 matches out of the way. Even though I know it's a fucking 2-hour Rampage, right? You got to think like an hour and a half with commercials, right? Then they do stupid picture-in-picture. Whatever. They got segments they got to record. Grand Slam was fucking awesome. The place was electric for Eddie Kingston. Electric for Eddie Kingston, right? It was fucking cool. I think Kate had like the Indian when you throw the garbage on the road. She had one single tear when Eddie Kingston won. And then Aunt Money looked at her and said, "Are you fucking crying?"
Get out of here. She was really crying?
Yeah, she had like a tear or two. She can deny it all she wants, but she had a tear. I didn't, not gonna lie, I didn't give a shit about the Sammy Guevara Chris Jericho match until the end.
Right.
So
the post match or the like the finish of the match?
The post match. With the post match, Jericho beats him, then they hug almost like Jericho, Shawn Michaels, then
Not
the low
almost,
blow,
it's the same thing.
Then the fucking Don Callis thing. So I thought that was cool. Don Callis is a fucking heat magnet, bro. That place booed the fuck out of Don Callis.
They both are, both Sammy and Don. Because if you watched, not to get ahead, but if you watched Rampage, they gave him like the Dominic Mysterio treatment, Sammy. So like as soon as he started like talking, they just booed and booed.
Oh yeah,
and it gets louder and louder.
Couldn't hear a fucking word he said during that promo when they recorded it.
Oh, get out! Really?
I couldn't hear anything.
You were there. Duh, I'm an idiot.
The place was going banana.
Banana.
MJF Samoa Joe was great.
Yep.
Great match. The women's match was fun. It was a lot of fun. Toni Storm is. You watch Toni Storm and you wonder why WWE couldn't figure out something to do with her, because she's to go from the outcast to this character. Like, she can do so many different things and she's good in the ring.
Yeah, it's so great. That character is so great, and the way they present it on TV now is just phenomenal. Like, her entrance is like kind of like Goldust adjacent, but like it goes gray and it's like old school, like 1930s, 1940s, 1950s film, and it's and she just comes out and sells it like she owns that character. Like that seems like a character for her that has been in the back of her mind for so freaking long, and now she's super happy and pumped that she gets to do it. So yeah, that was a good showing.
Now, Ray Phoenix beats Jon Moxley.
Here we go.
I'm sorry, but if you're Rick Knox, you fucking count that 3 and you deal with it later. Because Moxley wasn't kicking out. He goes 1, 2, and he stops. And the whole place is like, what the fuck just happened?
Okay, yeah. You're 100% right, Matt. You're 100% right. You count the finish.
You gotta count it.
Yeah,
it's not your job to make him pick up his shoulders because he was hurt, and he just did the same move again, and you counted 3.
That's a miss by everybody in the ring at that point, because he can count, 1, 2, not count the 3. If you know he's not doing well, you don't pick him back up. If you're Mox, you don't get back up. You just recount it 1, 2, 3 and get on. Because if he's injured, if he was like concussion's a real injury, but say his neck's fucked, and now you're moving him again. Everybody in that situation.
Well, Mox, to be fair, first of all, you can't put that on Mox because if he is concussed, then he's not in the right headspace at all. So he's probably just trying to do what he knows, like via instinct as opposed to logic. And to Scott George's point,
he didn't do anything.
But I'm just replying to Handsome Kevin's point about how that's on all 3 of them in the ring. And I'm like, nothing about that match is something that you could put on Mox, I don't think.
But if he is going to get up, right, and he's out, right, there's something wrong, then it is also the responsibility of both those other 2 men in the ring to say no.
Right.
You take care of him. But Mox should have never gotten up. He should have just went back down and counted the 3, and they should have been fucking done with it. Because if he's got a neck injury, I mean, even concussions can go south real quick.
Right.
That could have been fucking horrible.
And so, Matt, correct me if I'm wrong, but after the dive to the floor from Phoenix onto Mox, this is where he got hurt, because you could see Phoenix goes and grabs his hand right after it and checks on him. He doesn't pull Mox up, does he? Does Mox get up himself? I'm trying to remember.
So the match starts with the dive to the floor.
Right. And they go on for a long time after that.
Go on for a very long time. But then when he hits that, whatever you want to fucking call it, the Nutcracker Suite, Moxley's head fucking hits that fucking mat hard as fuck. The first one.
So I agreed with Scott George. I thought he got knocked out on the dive to the plancha onto Mox on the floor, and he hit his head on
that was the word, that he was probably concussed at that point on the dive to the outside. I agree that when Mox is inside, if he's already fucked up at that point and he wants to go on and it looks like he's moving around, what can you really do? You probably should have checked on him when the dive happened. But to take that move, from what I understand too, Moxley actually told Phoenix to do it again. But like Kevin said, once you're at that point where you're concussed, your opinion goes out the window.
Yep.
Right.
You have to ignore. You have to look out for this guy. As a matter of fact, as an aside, Stevie Richards did one of his videos, which is a great series, by the way. He'll break things down with wrestling. He broke down the whole situation, and he was like, look, we're idiots, and we're even bigger idiots when we're concussed, and we have no idea what's going on because we want the show to keep going. He's like, you have to get in our way and stop us, and he fucking leveled Rick Knox. He's like, you got to jump in there. You got to tell Phoenix to back off. You got to check on him, and if he's fucked up, you got to call the match. You have to.
I want to know how that Doc Samson guy didn't even he didn't even move. Like after the initial spot, like you're looking at the doctor wondering when is he getting up to check on Mox or anything like that.
Well, you're talking about the dive on the outside?
Yes.
Yeah, because I don't think anyone signaled that there was a problem.
Which is in itself a problem.
How can you got a fucking shitload of people in the back watching this shit happen? How do you not have one person go, hey, guess what? Mox might be fucked. We got to look into this. It's horrible, man. That's so irresponsible.
Yeah, and I will say this though, HK. Like credit to Mox. There was at one point in the match where he started moving around like much better. Where I was like, oh wait, was this like part of the match? Was he faking getting hurt? Because he did end up moving pretty good and started doing his mannerisms again and started doing certain things. So to Mox's credit, like he at the time, the initial injury, yes, scary as shit, looked terrible, looked like the worst. But then he started like getting his bearings back together, and so like I'm like, oh, maybe it wasn't that bad after all. But clearly it was.
It is kind of interesting. You see, he got his mannerisms back, but his mannerisms are kind of that of a concussed guy already, so that doesn't help.
Yeah,
yeah. But I mean, there's been several concussions. I mean, I always go back and think of Mick Foley, Cactus Jack against the Sandman, ECW, where he fucking bonks the Sandman over the head with the frying pan, and Sandman was concussed, and it was a fucking, what was it? It was a Texas death match, and every time the guy got pinned, he was supposed to stay down for a 10 count, and every time Cactus fucking hit him with something and pinned him, Sandman fucking just got right back up to his feet.
Yeah,
Like, you don't fucking know what you're doing.
Yeah, and you can't tell me that Mick Foley, speaking of Cactus Jack, Matt, that Rock Mankind, I Quit match where Rock is completely just smashing him over the head with that chair over and over and over again, that he escaped without some sort of brain injury. Like
yeah, but that's the thing. We're talking 20, 25 years ago when that
Fair.
happened. We know so much more nowadays. NFL, wrestling, like everybody's worried about concussions, But yeah, so Rick Knox definitely should have jumped in. Phoenix should have fucking realized when Moxley wasn't moving that probably would not be a good idea to try to pick him up by his fucking head, even if Moxley's telling him do it again.
Yeah, it's a tough spot I think it's a tough spot for Phoenix too to be in, because he did check on him from what I remember and from what I saw. He did go and check on him to check and see if he was okay. Mox probably said, "Matt, I'm good. Let's do this." And then I get it. I know, Kevin, I get it.
He's not kicking out. It's not fucking Action Andretti. It's John Moxley.
Yeah, and he didn't kick
he
out.
He knows the finish. Rick Knox has to count 3. And when you fucking stop centimeters from counting 3, you as the referee need to know something's wrong.
Well, Rick Knox is also the guy that fucking left Alex Reynolds in the middle of the fucking ring when he got knocked out. You guys remember that a couple years ago?
Yeah.
So he doesn't have the best track record to begin with. This is definitely more on him than it is on either one of the other guys.
Got to count to 3 and just fucking deal with it.
And if you decide to stop, you stopped for a reason because somebody fucked up. Check on the guy. Grab his hand. Hey, you hear me? You all right? What's going on?
Yeah, and they've done it before. They stopped matches in both companies have.
He could have easily stopped the match after not counting the 3, threw up the X, called for the bell, raised Phoenix's hand, and got everybody the fuck out of there. Get the doctor in there. He could have easily done that. He could have said, look, I was counting the pin, and then I looked at Moxley. I realized something was wrong, so I decided, let me check on him and then stop the match. Could have.
Again,
he shouldn't have gotten that far, though. And I get it, heat of the moment, but still, you're the guy in charge.
In the ring, but he's also got a fucking earpiece. And how many guys in back are watching that shit happen? Yeah. Not one of them had the fucking wits to go, hey, something ain't right. Stop this now. It's fucked, man. We
were in the second level, and we could tell after the dive that there was something wrong with Moxley. And we were close, but we weren't super fucking close.
Yeah.
Whatever their setup is there in terms of the ramp, it's either just use the ramp to get to the ring or don't use it all. Because fucking Adam Cole jumped off the ramp and he instantly went down because he fucked his ankle up.
Yeah. It had that weird little drop off because on Rampage, Hook did it too. He left the ramp and went. I don't know if there were stairs. Were there stairs on the sides?
I couldn't see stairs from where I was sitting.
Yeah. But a lot of people, the FTR went off the ramp too, going down. It's that was a weird setup for them. How was the crowd, Matt? How was the attendance?
The attendance was good. It wasn't a sellout. But so we found out. So of course I ran into Bullet Club Rob and company. We bought tickets when they went on sale, and then he knew people that bought tickets like a couple days beforehand, and it was like a fraction of what we paid for our seats.
Right.
So I think when they come back next year, I'll wait until like 2 weeks out to buy tickets.
Yeah, you could probably get the same seats for a lot less.
Yes. Rampage was rough. It's I get why they do it, but it is a fucking lot.
So I don't watch Rampage. It's like the one show of AEW that I don't watch, but I watched it just because of the Grand Slam aspect of it, and I saw that like Sting was on it, and the Acclaimed, and then the Christian stuff with him and Luchasaurus versus Sting and Darby. So like I actually didn't mind Rampage this time because it kind of reminded me a little bit of Dynamite because of the longevity and the main event.
But you're there, you get up for Dynamite.
Oh, okay.
Right? And you're up for Dynamite for fucking 2 hours. Like it wasn't like it was fucking. You start with Eddie Kingston, banger. The Saraya Tony Storm match had a lot going into it where you thought we might see a new champion. The Phoenix Moxley match was good, all things considered, and then the outcome had people perplexed. MJF Samoa Joe was a fantastic match. Now we're going to take 10 minutes and change the ring, and then here we're going to parade all these guys. Like, it's fucking a lot.
Oh, I know.
Right? Like, by the time we got to the 6-man tag title match, I was like, I don't give a shit, and I don't understand why the Hung Bucks are going to be your Ring of Honor World 6-man champions, because they'll never be on fucking Ring of Honor TV. Right? And so what's the point of buying? Why are you paying for Honor Club if you're never going to see the belts defended? Because they're always on fucking TV.
Yeah, you can say the same for Cole and
they're defending the titles Sunday at Wrestle Dream. They're never going to be on ROH TV either. The only champion that's ever on Ring of Honor TV is Shibata or Athena.
Is Joe doesn't do it?
Maybe you get full transparency. After like the first 3 episodes of Ring of Honor, I stopped watching it because it was like fucking AEW dark. I did watch last week because of the news that, Chris Hero's going to start running the show and maybe we'll see a little bit of storytelling and cohesiveness. But like you put the titles on, like these guys aren't the Young Bucks and Adam Page aren't wrestling before Collision or after Collision.
I wonder if it's to try to maybe like push ROH to like a network. So they put the belts on like their biggest stars that won't ever be on the streaming service. But if you see Ring of Honor on TNT or TBS, then like maybe they'll be like, hey, look at the stars that we have for Ring of Honor, and then give it to like, I don't know, Access TV for.
Nah, the Bucks want belts with their buddies. That's what it is.
You think they want the Ring of Honor? You think they want these Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. Why not?
Now look, if the story is for the Dark Order to take the belts off of them,
sign me up.
and you can feature the Dark Order on Ring of Honor TV, I'm not entirely against it.
Right.
But right now, why am I paying for Honor Club?
It's money you could be spending on cheeseburgers and fucking sandwiches, man.
Right? Like I watched Ring of Honor this last week. They're working on the stuff with Athena and Billy Starks and Lexi Nair is entertaining. It's funny. Athena's got them as her minions. She's trying to teach them how to be badasses. Billy Starks can't do anything without smiling because she's a good guy, and Athena's trying to make her bad. Ethan Page is starting to get victories now, so he's trying to work his way up the ladder. So I think Ring of Honor, Ethan Page as a TV champion or a world champion, is a great spot for him. Mm-hmm. Shane Taylor Promotions is starting to reform. Shane Taylor has Lee Moriarty under his wing now, and it looks like they're teasing something with him and Keith Lee, which would be great for Ring of Honor TV. But still, the show is way too fucking long.
Do you think that now that Khan doesn't have the belt, Khan was in Shane Taylor Promotions, right? Or no?
Yeah, but he wasn't not in this version of Ring of Honor.
Oh, okay, so you don't think they would ever pull the trigger on him going back with Shane Taylor?
No, he's in Mogul Embassy. I mean, maybe. I don't know what they have. I don't know what's lined up for Shane Strickland and those guys.
It depends on who shows up next Wednesday.
No, that's changing now. That's changing. But like, there's a story with Cole Carter and Maria Kanellis Bennett where she is trying to secure the young talent so that she can, have more potential in Ring of Honor. Griff Garrison is a little iffy, so that's why those guys have the odd couple tag.
Griff
Little
Garrison.
Griffey.
Really?
What I said.
Griff Garrison.
Yeah, I know.
Griff Garrison.
Handsome Kevin, help me out.
Nope.
Anyway. I was wondering why we haven't seen Maria with the
Kingdom?
OGK.
The Righteous, they're the number one contenders. That was fucking awesome that they stole a fucking victory on Rampage. I hope they beat fucking MJF and Adam Cole on Sunday.
Adam Cole's not going to wrestle because he's hurt, so it's going to be MJF going like, you guys want to take the belts, take the belts. MJF's going to win a handicap match. You watch.
I hope not.
Or maybe Roddy Strong is going to step up and be MJF's tag partner.
All right.
And then he makes him lose the belts.
Yep.
Write it down.
Yep.
Yeah, all right. That's weird though. Why? It's weird that they had the Righteous over the Kingdom when that, because I feel like the logical way to go would be Kingdom versus Cole and MJF.
Unless they want the Righteous to bring the tag belts back, and then we're going to get Righteous versus Kingdom on Ring of Honor TV.
The Righteous are so much more interesting and entertaining to me than the Young Bucks are. And to me, it's not even close. Like, they are much more entertaining, much more interesting to watch. Why are they not featured on your flagship programming?
Matt, is Cole Cabana back on TV?
Not yet.
Because I saw him posting some pictures with him and the dude, the spray guy.
Brandon Cutler?
Yeah, Brandon Cutler, wearing matching gear.
I mean, unless that was from Saturday and I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, the Righteous are they a lot of character, a lot of personality. They're good in the ring. Vincent's a fucking unbelievable talker. I think that is who they should beat. They got a win over the Hardys last week. They win this 4-way at Rampage. It looks like they're doing the Kingdom with the best friends because of the beatdown after the match Friday night. I am so hopeful that the Righteous beat MJF and Adam Cole, and I hope Roddy and the Kingdom are involved and just get those fucking tag titles off of MJF and Adam Cole. I don't know why they put them on him in the fucking first place.
And it didn't even result in anything. You would think that maybe it would tease dissension in the main event of the show or something like that. It would be a storytelling device for Adam Cole and MJF, but it hasn't done a single thing to change the story at all. Them having those belts did nothing.
No. So it's I'm gonna watch again this week. The Shibata Nick Wayne match was a lot of fun. They're working on telling a couple stories, but it's really still the main event was the Mogul Embassy against the Infantry and Willie Mack for the 6-man titles. Sorry, no offense, nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, it's tough.
And especially I was at Rampage, so I know the result. I know the Mogul Embassy is going to win, so they could lose Friday night, right? Because of the taping. But, Action Andretti and Darius Martin as a fucking I just don't give a shit. They do nothing for me. And Ring of Honor, stop showing the records. Stop. Stop. When the 2 and 3 tag team comes out to wrestle the fucking 4 and 0 tag team, stop. I know what's going to happen. Stop with the fucking records.
They should just stop it altogether.
Yep.
Just fucking stop. So Mercedes Martinez, Trish Adora had a great match.
Not surprised.
For for whatever that's worth for you.
Former guest of the show, Trish Adora.
I watched you know what? Should we take a $5?
We could take a $5. You want to do that?
I got to take a PP. I watched some NWA and some MLW too, and I still want to talk about the WWE releases.
Okay.
I'm in.
Is that cool with you guys?
Hell yeah, man.
Finger guns? Who's just saying it? Say it.
Back after this.
We'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in every Monday night to listen to The Shining Wizards. If you'd like to continue to support us outside of listening, we've got a few ways for you to do that. If you shop at Amazon, go over to amazon.shiningwizards.com, do your shopping as usual, and when you make your purchase, a little bit of that purchase price will go back to support the show. If you like to wear t-shirts, merch.shiningwizards.com will take you to our Pro Wrestling Tees store, where we've got over a dozen great designs from over 11 years of professional wrestling podcasting. You can become a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/wizardspodcast, and the more you support us, the more things that you're entitled to receive, and believe me, they are fantastic. Continue to listen to us wherever you listen to us on the World Wide Web, and make sure you like, rate, review, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Helps us out, and we can continue to bring you the love fest that is The Shining Wizards.
It's time for your weekly lineup of shows on the Shining Wizards Network. On Mondays, check out the latest from Gorilla Brain, featuring the year of Duke and Rogue, covering the history of wrestling year by year. Also from Gorilla Brain is the Tots Pod with Handsome Kevin and Loverboy L, telling people to get off the lawn and reviewing wrestling figures. Also on Mondays, get your horror fix with 30 Screams or Less featuring Steve and Corey, where they review a horror film in 30 minutes or less. Monday nights live, it's the Shining Wizards, where it's wrestling talk and talk about wrestling. Wednesday nights, it's the Mark Order Podcast, covering everything AEW with Ant Money, Kate the Great, Ryan Schlong, and Asian Joe. Get your metal fix on Fridays with Snowy and Aaron on Radioactive Metal, the longest running metal podcast on the planet. Saturdays, it's High Five Tom and Will Mercier on ROH Revelry, covering the history of Ring of Honor. On Sundays, it's Inconclusive Breakdown with Justin and Vince, covering the week in pop culture, politics, and more. The Shining Wizards Network also features other great shows, including Bread Club, where Kieran and Matt cover everything New Japan Pro Wrestling. The Brocast, where brothers Alan and Tom watch some of the greatest and not-so-great matches in wrestling. Turnbuckle Throwbacks, where the Impact Playa Phil Rhea discusses current wrestling while paying homage to the past. And Wrestling Night in Canada, where Snowy, Matt, and Dustin put a north of the border perspective on the world of wrestling. Enjoy all the great shows on the Shining Wizards Network. Entertainment, here.
I was digging that jam.
What are you eating? A rice
like
cake?
the banjo?
Yeah.
Yeah, my kid picked that out.
It ain't
I don't
bad.
know if I was feeling it, yeah.
No, it takes a minute, but yeah, get into it.
It's kind of catchy.
Yeah.
I had to switch cameras. For some reason, my phone wasn't charging through the, my computer wasn't charging through the little adapter, so. Work in progress. I'll figure this shit out next week.
All right.
Yeah.
I like it. Well, you want to talk WWE releases?
Sure.
Do it.
So we kind of had a feeling, if you look at the history of mergers, that they were going to be releases, and a lot of people said it was going to be Office folks. And I know we lost a couple Office folks that got released. And then, was it Tuesday?
Yeah.
Tuesday, they dropped the hammer and they released a ton of people. So I'm going to go over the list and then we can talk about this. Dolph Ziggler, Mustafa Ali, Shelton Benjamin, Dana Brooke, Mace, Mansoor, Emma, Riddick Moss, Top Dollar, Rick Boogs, Elias, Aaliyah, Dabo Kato, Shanky, Quincy Elliott, Yusela Leone, Kevin Ventura Cortez, Alexis Gray, Brooklyn Barrow, and a couple maybe Wednesday afternoon, Matt Riddle, all released from the WWE. What are you guys thinking?
Yeah. Well, see you later.
Yeah. See, you wouldn't want to be a.
I don't know, man. It's kind of, some of these are kind of surprising if you want to get down to the nuts and bolts of the situation.
The only one that, to me at least, that I was like, that kind of sucks. Is Dolph Ziggler, and that's just because I'm a huge Dolph Ziggler fan. They clearly haven't been doing shit with him for a while, so maybe he can, maybe he goes somewhere else and catches on, because I think he is by far the most talented person on that list. I think Mustafa Ali is very, very underrated, but Ziggler's man, he is a world class talent. The rest of them doesn't bother me in the slightest.
So obviously, being a big Shelton Benjamin guy, that one kind of stung a little bit. But again, he wasn't doing anything anyway. They put Bobby Lashley with Street Profits, so my hopes of the Hurt Business ever coming back were kind of thwarted by that. But I mean, Shelton Benjamin, I feel like is going to be absolutely fine. I feel like he rebuilt his reputation tenfold. And Ziggler, to me, Ziggler's a weird one, right, Matt? Because he's been around for so long, so you're like, oh man, how could they do that? But then I'm also thinking to myself, well, you've tried everything. What else is there to do with a guy that's been there for so long, who's probably making a lot of money?
Yeah.
So, if you're not going to do anything with him and he's making all this money and you've tried everything, you've put the belt on him twice, you brought him back to NXT to try to resurge that business, what are you really going to do with him now? And why should I justify the money that I'm paying him to keep him on the roster?
Look, at the end of the day, it's a business. I get it. I was surprised at Mustafa Ali because he was in the middle of a storyline on NXT.
Yeah, he was going to have a match at the pay-per-view we're picking.
Mm-hmm.
So I was surprised by that. The rest of it, after you get down to the bottom of this list, I don't know who Shanky is or Quincy Elliott.
Nope.
Those must be
really
NXT people.
Yeah, they were like NXT 2.0, and I believe Shanky may have had a brief run on the main roster. Quincy Elliott was I think he was an influencer or something like that first, and Dabakato was the
ball grabber.
The ball grabber from
I know
Underground.
Yeah, grab his dick and twist it. Once you get to Dabo Kato, after that, I have no idea who those fucking people are.
I think
twist that dick. Twist his dick.
Double K. That was all Shane McMahon. What was that? Fucking Raw Underground?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Greatest thing they ever did on Raw in the past 10 years.
What do you guys think about Elias?
Well, Ezekiel's still there.
I think Elias is. Oh, go ahead, Matt.
I think it's just another missed opportunity.
I said goodbye to Elias.
You couldn't say that into the mic.
Nope. Drink him a mud water.
I don't know. I feel
Life
like
is
he was
good. You know why? I wasn't released by WWE last week. All they did was shit on my stock value. Cheers.
I think they had something with him, and they just kind of fucking didn't do anything with him, Elias. He was fucking over. People love the rock concerts.
Did they?
Yeah, I think so.
So let me pose this question to the room, because I believe I saw this, I want to say on your boss's YouTube, Matt.
My boss.
Huh?
Not my boss.
Yeah,
he cuts your check. He cuts your check.
I don't get a check. I get PayPal.
What would you think if Shelton Benjamin went to AEW and joined Blackpool Combat Club?
No. Are you crazy?
What do you mean?
He fits the idea.
He fits in Blackpool Combat Club.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Shelton Benjamin.
Badass. Yeah, badass, tough guy, no nonsense, amateur shooter.
No.
He fits more than fucking Wheeler Yuta does.
I didn't say we were picking one over the other. I didn't hear that as part of the question.
Just saying he fits.
None of them fit. Moxley should just walk around and do this shit by himself. None of them fit.
Your disdain for AEW.
No, they don't fit.
Every day.
Explain to me how any one of those fit with any one of the other ones.
They gel.
No, they don't.
To me, they do. You don't watch it.
Sure they do.
All right, who gels with John Moxley?
Claudio and Brian.
Wrong. They don't gel. What is this shit? And fucking landing on your head have anything to do with Claudio and fucking and Bryan Danielson?
What does that have to do with gelling?
They don't. How do they gel? How do they gel?
Why can't opposite personalities gel?
Oh, so now it's MC Scat Cat and fucking Paula Abdul? I don't think so.
This fucking stable.
I like blood, and I like to kick your head in. And I'm just strong.
The common denominator was Steven Regal. He's gone now.
He's been gone for a year.
But that he brought them together, and they were from the same mindset, the same old school mindset.
None of them are from Blackpool.
All right,
It's an homage.
fucking literal
What
Tony.
mindset? Did I miss some vignette where they're all like, yeah, we all think alike and we all act alike?
And we're friends.
Oh, shit. Got to be friends in AEW. All friends wrestling.
This is terrible. What is the new
It
day?
is terrible, and you're
What's the new
defending
day?
it.
What's the new day, Tony? They're all fucking friends.
Yeah, but they get along, and they dance together, and they serve pancakes together, and they gel.
Yeah, the same thing with the Blackpool Combat
No, it's
Club.
not the same.
What do you mean it's not the same?
How do they gel? How do they gel?
They all work as a cohesive unit.
They don't. No,
Seek
they
and
don't.
destroy.
No, who?
The opponents who? The fucking ice cream vendor who, you fucking asshole.
Ridiculous. Here we go. Eric Freeds, thank you. The Wizards are more than the BBC, more BBC. That's right.
What?
And Matt likes BBC all the time.
So your major argument is they're not from Blackpool, and in your eyes, they don't gel.
No, they don't. They just don't gel. It's three single
All right.
wrestlers and Wheeler Yuta.
It's not free.
Give me give me a stable in 2023 that gels. Give me one.
He didn't think I was going to mention Yuta, huh? He was so ready to say there's not three of them.
How do you feel about the Bullet Club Gold, the Bang Bang Gang Gang?
Who's in that?
Jay White.
Yeah, and fucking yeah, and then the Gun Boys, right?
Juice Robinson and the Gun Club.
No, the Gun Club. They're too.
What do
they
you
don't.
know? Have you even seen any of their shit?
Yeah, I've seen the Gun Boys, the Ass Boys, the Ass Men. I've seen them.
They have the greatest
You've seen them
wrestling
with
music.
Jay White and Juice Robinson.
Yeah, I've seen them. They're a great team. They gel. The Ass Boys, they should be with Dalton Castle.
What do you do with
Or
the
their
boys?
dad.
They could all be boys. You could have the Ass Boys and then the boys.
So Bullet Club Gold gels.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
All right, they're a team. They don't gel.
They fucking gel.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah, their
I'll give
fucking
you one that
promo
doesn't
shit is
gel.
hysterical.
I
They
don't think the
play
mobile
off
embassy
each other.
gels,
They're fucking
Matt.
good.
They're fucking good.
But Blackpool Combat Club, because they're not from Blackpool and they don't gel.
They don't gel.
Because they're all from the same mindset. That doesn't do it for you.
No, what mindset? They want to win matches? Don't they all want to win matches? Are they all on the same team? What wrestler doesn't want to win a match? Griff Garrison? Pizzeria Uno doesn't want to win a match.
Big Griffey.
Ken Griffey doesn't want.
So Shelton Benjamin isn't a killer. He doesn't fit with
No,
them.
he doesn't fit in Blackpool Combat Club. Sorry.
Why?
Because he doesn't gel with them.
Apparently, according to you, nobody.
He's
fucking
not a
gels.
killer. Nothing stops him.
Hence, killer.
No, that's not killer. That's people trying to kill Shelton Benjamin. Nothing stops him.
He's a survivor.
He's a survivor, not a killer.
Well,
Yeah.
What do you think Blackpool Combat Club?
They're not survivors. They're killers. Do you not follow?
I gotta say, I'm with you on this one, Tony. Except for Bullet Club Gold. I think those guys mesh very well together. I think there's
Shelton Benjamin needs to be in the Jericho Appreciation Society because those guys.
Jericho
gel.
Appreciation Society.
Yeah, because they didn't gel. That's why. They had 15 fucking members over the past 4 years.
All right, new name of the show. You gelling?
And why'd they get rid of fucking Mansoor? Don't they go back to Saudi Arabia twice a year? Don't they want to keep the local guy around?
Well, apparently that's why he couldn't be on TV because he wasn't allowed to lose because they had to go back there.
So he couldn't lose. Wait, no, Mansoor's lost matches, no?
He said.
I got to find the Mansoor win-loss record.
He said he wasn't. They didn't use him on NXT because they didn't want him to lose before he went back to India. They wanted to present him as like a big deal. He said it in a Twitch stream or something this week. I saw it online.
Yeah.
He's lost. He's lost. He's lost a lot.
His
It's
job.
probably Mace getting pinned all the time, to be honest with you. What the hell is Moss say? No, he lost to LA Knight on SmackDown.
As Mansoor?
Last October. A year ago.
Yeah, and he hasn't been on TV since.
Oh, he spends a lot of time jobbing to fucking Ashante and Top Dollar.
On house
fuck.
shows.
Yeah, and then he lost they lose a lot to Shoosh Boy and fucking Fatso.
Who?
Shoosh Boy and Fatso.
No, Shoosh Boy and Fatso.
What?
How about
gel?
How about
he's lost to Gunther a few times.
On house shows.
Yeah.
Well, he's talking about NXT TV.
NXT? No, he doesn't even wrestle on NXT. I don't see any
Except-
results here of him on NXT. How the fuck can he lose if he's never there? That's fucked. Don't get angry, bro. Listen, I came here to drop
You're not
knowledge.
listening.
No, I
You're not
heard
listening.
everything.
Why? Why do you do this?
Because I don't understand how they gel. I don't get it.
How about Emma tweeting she's very excited about the Elimination Chamber coming to Australia and then 44 minutes tweeting out, well,
Oops.
never mind.
Well, she can catch the flight with them on the way back home. Hey, can you at least get me back to my house?
At least they could do it.
I mean, come on.
She's sitting out there on the tarmac with a thumb out.
Yeah, she's
That's
engaged to
fine.
fucking Riddick Moss. They live in the States. She'll be fine.
Yeah, but he got fired too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a shame. Now, did they really fire Carmella, or was that like all fucking rumors?
Carmella?
Yeah, because I thought there was word going around that Carmella got let go. But
I thought she did. I could be wrong though. There was a lot of
I thought she
There's-
did too.
there's a lot of fake accounts posting.
Yeah, no way.
bullshit.
They're not doing that to. They love Corey Graves too much to do that shit.
yeah,
It's got nothing to do with Corey Graves.
Yeah.
Everything to do with Corey Graves.
It does not.
Can I just tell you,
How
Stephanie
is it-
McMahon in 1998 was fucking awesome.
You did say
Yeah, you
that.
did already,
My
buddy.
God, dude. Oh my God.
Don't think she was released.
I mean, it had everything to do with Jerry Lawler. Jerry Lawler walked out and left when they fired his wife or his girl.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, but that
Jerry
was
Lawler's
his
choice.
choice.
Right. I don't. Yeah, that's fair. But
Where the
I
fuck is
still don't
Corey
think
Graves
they- I
going to
don't.
go?
I still don't think they would upset the apple cart.
Does
Corey Graves
AEW
is
need a
tight.
fucking sixth person on commentary on fucking Dynamite?
You want more? I got more scoops.
Ooh, please. Scoop it up.
Remember last week when we were talking about all those guys going to the PC,
Yes.
right? Apparently, Richard Holiday is going and they're looking at him as a color commentator.
I can see that.
You
You
know
got the
what?
look for it.
That's fine. If he's willing to go there for that, and that's what he wants to do for his career, good for him.
Yeah.
I mean, and then a
Seriously.
couple of like Jamie Stanley and Ray J as referees.
Did you know Big Rig Betty and Holly what's her nuts? I saw them on OVW this past week.
Yes.
And she's like not Big Rig, the daughter. Holly.
Hollywood.
She's like she's fucking mean, dude.
That's her
She was
character.
fucking yelling at Al Snow and she was pushing him around. She said, I ain't leaving. And Big Rig Betty had to take some sort of hardcore match to talk some sense into her daughter, unless she was going to get
You're
fired.
watching the wrestlers, right?
No, I was watching OVW. This just happened, didn't it? What the fuck did I watch? What the fuck did I watch? Something got recommended to me. It was Ohio Valley Wrestling.
Probably the Netflix show, Tony.
No, it wasn't Netflix. It was on fucking YouTube's.
Okay, but it's probably from.
So I'm guessing what the episode that was recommended to you has probably been watched a lot since the Netflix series. It's when Hollywood Haley J goes and she runs down Al Snow. She wants a death match with her mother. Her mother is refusing to do it. Yes.
And then he wants to fire her.
That's Maria, right?
And so they were fighting. I didn't get to watch the match because I had to go do something, but I was like, "Oh, she's mean."
Yeah, well, the match was at the pay-per-view. They're building to this big pay-per-view, which in the Netflix series is like the end of the summer. We need this pay-per-view to do well, or we are going to go under.
So did the pay-per-view happen?
Yeah, like a year.
Oh.
Let's just adjust this.
It doesn't gel, Matt. It doesn't gel. What you're saying is not gelling with Tony.
Like somebody never came back from 1995. We still have beef with us. Holy shit.
Can I talk a little about Stephanie McMahon 1998?
No, please, enough with fucking Stephanie McMahon 1998.
Oh my God, man.
My God, man is right. What the fuck?
Dude, SMH with some HLA? Now we're talking.
And then we talked about it last week, ironically enough. Matt Riddle, Gonzo.
Well, he fucking did that to himself.
Yep.
He got nobody to blame but himself, bro.
Or us, because we always foreshadow terrible things for people.
Well, he didn't die.
Also, good point. Where do you see what?
Does he gel in Blackpool?
Yeah, kind of.
Hey, it made him stop coughing.
Where is there anyone on this list that you'd like to see show up in another promotion? Who would be a good fit? Where and why?
God.
I think the one that jumps.
I'll let Tony take this one.
I want Dabo Cato to go to XPW. I want him to be called Dick Twist and DIKK. It would be his fucking name spelling.
That's the greatest idea you've had all day.
Dick Twist.
HK.
I can't beat Dick Twist, but no, the first one that jumps out to me that would be, I think, a huge help for AEW is clearly Dolph Ziggler. And he is a main event talent. He still has every fucking tool anybody could ever need to succeed. So having him come in and putting him, I mean, immediately near the top of the card, if not at the top of the card, I think would be fantastic for them. Now, does he want to do it? I don't know. I think he's at the point now, whatever he wants to do, I'm for. Like everybody that got released there, whatever makes them happy, go do that. But I think as far as AEW goes, he would be such a help there, not just, I mean, on TV, but for the other people in the company. I think Dolph's the clear cut one for me that I would love to see in AEW.
And honestly, the timing with all the CM Punk stuff and CM Punk no longer being on Collision, you slide Dolph Ziggler into that spot or into that like face of Collision sort of spot, if they haven't already done so, then you could easily have him, dude, Matt, him and MJF.
Yep.
Like, come on, dude.
Yep.
Like, give it to me.
It's not, look, there's a lot you can do. You could put him with, Scott George just said it, you could put him with his brother and they could be managed by Lana because they're telling that story and that would really piss Miro off, right? There's history there.
Yeah.
Look, he could fit in a lot of places. I don't see he's not, I don't think he goes in there and he's good for what goes on backstage.
Because
I don't think there's no saving that. I don't think there's any saving that situation. Like I'm pretty sure, like, you have the Big Show there, you have Mark Henry there, you have Bryan Danielson there, you have John Moxley there, you have Pat Buck there, you have Jimmy Jacobs there. Like, how many more people can you put there to try and boost the backstage morale? Like, I think that is broken and beyond repair.
Yep.
Right.
They don't
Because of
gel.
EVPs.
They don't gel. That's a great fucking point, Tony.
No. Name of the show?
Yeah. But if we gel or they don't gel. There's a lot of interesting people on this list that I could see doing good things other places.
So you got to assume Emma's going back to Impact, right? To Neil Dashwood. You got to assume that right away, right? Or do you think AEW would take a flyer?
I mean, if she's smart, she would go back to Impact.
Right. So
What's
let's
she going
take
to
a
show
look
up
at
Impact and get fucking beat by Saraya?
Right.
I
I would
Jamie
also
Hayter coming back.
Great question.
Man, I miss her.
I think the most intriguing name on this list is Mustafa Ali. Like, where does he end up? Does he go to AEW? Which one of these talents goes overseas? Does Mustafa Ali find a better footing in Impact? Or that's the most intriguing name to me out of all these people.
I think if New Japan knows what's good for him, they go and they get Mustafa Ali.
That's exactly what I was going to ask you, Matt, is how does Mustafa Ali look in a New Japan situation?
You put him in there with the juniors. Mustafa Ali, Leo Rush, Mustafa Ali, Hiromu, Mustafa Ali, Despy, Mustafa Ali, Master Wato, Kanemaru, ELP, even though he went up to a heavyweight. Taichi's a heavyweight. Taichi got fucked out of his KOPW title because Uncle Nobu turned on just 5 guys, and now we're back to just 4 guys.
Oh no!
Who's going to make the burgers now?
There's just 4 guys now, Tony.
Fuck.
Uncle Nobu joined House of Torture.
Uncle Nobu's a dick.
Yeah, he is a dick.
Another name on here who's been around for a while but doesn't necessarily get the recognition is Aaliyah. She's been around for a long time, so I could see her immediately going to a place like Impact and making an impact. I wouldn't be shocked to see her head over to Impact Wrestling to more fortify the Knockouts division, which doesn't necessarily need it, but wouldn't be hurt by it.
Yeah, look, someone like Rick Boogs, I think, would do well in Impact.
Oh God, he could be with what's his name?
Johnny Swinger.
No, Joe Hendry.
Or no, Joe Henry has Yumiura with him.
Yo, Yumiura Law, he got fired, bro. He got the briefcase.
Oh, that's right. Son of a bitch.
Good. Then this guy could sing the fucking I Believe in Joe Hendry song and play the guitar to it.
That's a great idea, actually.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm full of them. I know who gels, bro.
Shelton Benjamin, either under the AEW banner as a part of Ring of Honor or in New Japan, I think is a no-brainer too.
Right. Shelton Benjamin anywhere is a no-brainer.
Yeah, well, he's kind of at the top of the list, though. You know what I mean? Like, you talk about Ali, Ziggler, Benjamin. Those guys, anywhere they go, they could be very successful.
Shelton Benjamin needs to move in with Brock Lesnar's family and live on his farm, and they could fucking do a reality series on that. Because they're boys.
Shelton
They went to
Benjamin's
school
family?
together.
Yeah.
What about his family? What about Shelton's family?
They come along for the ride.
You
You wouldn't want to live with Brock Lesnar.
Yes,
Fucking
a lot of the Brock and Reina.
Rain ain't doing shit. Come on now.
She's like 75 now, too.
She could be cooking breakfast with fucking Shelton's mama.
Yeah, there's giant
fucking
hitters
great,
hanging out.
dude.
You don't need that distraction.
What?
Reina's giant hitters. You don't need that distraction.
Dude, they're probably by your ankles by now.
I was gonna say they're not hanging out, dragging down.
Over them, yeah.
Them shits are fake as fuck. They ain't any. They're right where they need to be.
Nah, because you got the suspensions that fucking go after a while too.
She's married to fucking Brock Lesnar, who makes millions of dollars a year. You don't think she's getting them shits worked on so they're not down by her ankles?
Makes a good point.
That's right.
Finally, fucking A, man.
Think those twins are gelling?
We're gelling.
They're gelling, saline, and whatever else they put in titties these days. You think he has them filled with like beef fat, like from the cows that he fucking raises?
What? No.
So he fucking tenderizes them like on the speed bag.
No, that can't feel good for her.
Maybe she likes that shit. You don't know. Yeah. She gets down on all fours and he just fires away on him.
All right.
Why does she need to be on all fours?
Because they hang down then, dude. Makes it easier to hit. You can't do it while she's standing up. You'll fucking knock her over.
So he's gotta lay down.
She gets one of them fucking like massage tables where like instead of her face cut out, it's her titties cut out.
Oh, you cut the titties out.
Yeah, you just fucking get underneath that bad boy.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Fucking
He sits crisscross applesauce.
speed bagging them shits. Brum, brum, brum. What?
We're picking NXT No Mercy this Saturday.
Oh boy, are we?
PLE. Your championship match, Carmella Hayes against Dragunov.
Oh,
Your
boy.
women's championship match is an Extreme Rules match. Becky Lynch against Tiffany Stratton. I don't know who Dominic Mysterio is defending his NXT North American
Dragon Lee, I
Championship.
believe.
Who is it?
Dragon Lee, I think.
Dragon Lee. The Heritage Cup finals, so I guess will take place. Noam Dar against whoever wins the tournament. And Baron Corbin against Braun Breaker.
Gives a fuck. Why are we picking this?
It's a PLE, buddy.
Yeah, that's what we do.
You
The
know what's gonna
PLE.
happen? Three of us went 4-1 because fuck Dominic Mysterio, and fucking Handsome Kevin went 2-3 because he's an idiot.
Wow.
Sorry, bro. That's the way it goes every time.
That's how you really feel.
You know, I really thought Noam Dar was dropping this one.
Apparently, Asian Joe says Mysterio is defending his belt against Dragon Lee on Raw tonight.
Well, good for him.
Oh.
Oh.
And then on Sunday,
Oh,
we're picking Wrestle Dream.
Of course we are.
It's a fucking pay-per-view, dude.
Dude.
28 matches on this one?
Yeah.
No, it's
Jesus
only got,
Christ.
what do I got here? We got
13.
main event, Bryan Danielson, Zack Sabre Jr.,
Oh, because they gel.
Hangman Page against Swerve Strickland.
With his 6-man title.
No, he doesn't have any titles.
Hangman Page?
Oh, yeah, okay. I thought you were talking about Swerve. AEW Tag Champions FTR against Aussie Open.
Oh, boy.
Ring of Honor Tag Champions Adam Cole and MJF against The Righteous.
They're losing.
Eddie King defends the New Japan Strong and Ring of Honor World Championship against Katsuyori Shibata.
Eddie King.
Jimmy's
younger brother.
Christian Cage defends the TNT Championship against Darby Allin in a 2 out of 3 falls match.
Dobby.
TBS champion Chris Statlander takes on Julia Hart.
Buttlander.
And Will Ospreay, Takeshita, and Sammy Guevara take on Kenny Omega, Kota Ibushi, and Chris Jericho.
Oh, Christ on a cracker.
Why do you say it like that?
Is Kota getting in shape, or is he still kind of out of shape?
I don't
Is
know.
Jericho going to be the best looking one on that team?
What's wrong with Kenny Omega?
Oh, nothing. I forgot. He always looks good.
Or I don't know if you're being funny or not.
I'm not. No. There's one thing
You have
about
to
Kenny
ask.
Omega. He always looks like he's ready to go. Am I wrong?
I'm excited for Wrestle Dream. I'm
I
not
haven't
going to
seen
lie.
Kenny
I wasn't-
Omega look terrible since he was like a young guy and he was just like a wafy looking dude.
A wafy looking dude. I'm excited
go-
for Wrestle Dream.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Are you? You got to watch it.
Can't wait. Gonna get my ciabatta bread from fucking Wazoo.
Ciabatta bread?
Yes.
Chris Jericho's going to DDT. He challenged Takeshita.
Really? Why?
Yeah, really.
Why? Is he gonna pull his drawers down and put his dick on his head? Isn't that what they do in DDT?
Not all the time.
Yeah, not all the time. You see how he fucking had to caveat that shit? Wasn't that when Michael Nakazawa was pouring baby oil all over his dick all the time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on, Nelly, get out of here.
Who woke up Tony?
They should bring back that fucking Jabated guy, the fucking video game guy, to wrestle Michael Nakazawa. Jabali? You don't remember this shit? Fight for the first was like
Miro, the video game guy.
no,
yeah, I know what Tony's talking about. The first ever Fighter Fest.
Fight for the Fallen, I think it was.
Kushida?
No, it was Mike Jabali wrestled Nakazawa.
Was it? He wasn't a wrestler.
No, he's the head of CEO, the video game fucking
Head of CEO.
Yes.
It was Fighter Fest.
Alex Jabelli, that's it.
Yeah, Alex Jabelli. He's the CEO of the fighting game event that is held, gaming.org, Community Effort Orlando.
Yeah, CEO.
And he's the CEO.
Yeah, of course.
Good. Tony wants that guy back at fucking wrestling, but he can't.
I want the guy with no legs back too. The guy that was in the Battle Royal. I want to see him and Marco stunt in a fucking Falls Count Anywhere match.
We're losing him, Kevin.
Oh! What happened to Jungle Douche? Is he still suspended?
Still suspended.
You think he gel with Blackpool?
No. Impact Wrestling, we're getting close to Bound for Glory, and
That's not this weekend though, right?
No, that's October 21st.
Okay, we got some time.
Brock Alexander will challenge Alex Shelley for the Impact World Championship, and Will Ospreay will face Speedball Mike Bailey. The Feast or Fired results happened this past week on Impact 1000 Night 2. Crazy Steve got the X Division briefcase.
Mm-hmm.
Moose got the World. Alex, Ace Austin and Chris Bay are the tag, and Yuya Umemura got fired.
Well, that means he's going back then, right?
Yeah. He's going back to Japan, yeah.
Good for
His
him.
excursion is over.
Good. I want to see Yuya making the fucking name for himself.
Look, man, he's got some big shoes to fill. That fucking Yota Tsuji is killing it in New Japan.
Sure is.
Him and Ospreay had a fucking amazing match.
Would you call it a banger? Did it slap? Did it fuck?
Well, I want to know, T-Dunk.
What?
What wrestling did you watch this week?
I watched ECW episode 4. It was Don Morocco and Jimmy Snuka wrestling two jobbers. Tony Stetson and Johnny Hotbody had a match against the Executioners, although the Executioners were disqualified because their manager fucking got involved.
Why?
I don't know. I fell down this fucking old ECW rabbit hole, and I've been watching them in order again.
Yes, Scott George is right.
And Sandy Callahan will be leaving Impact soon.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Steve
I saw that.
The digital media title shot. Thank you, Scott George. It wasn't the X Division. Yeah, PCO's out. So is Sammy Callahan.
Wait, so the briefcase now is for the digital media title shot?
That one was.
Why? That's like AEW having a fucking briefcase for the international championship. Why?
They have briefcases for all of them.
No, but who won the X Division briefcase?
No one.
Oh, there wasn't one.
Well done. Well done.
A title that was held by such luminaries as Brian Myers.
Alan Angels won the Ultimate X thing, so he gets a shot at Chris Sabin this week. I don't know why.
Along with 5 other people.
Did you watch MLW this week?
Aside from Selena coming back and kicking that little fucking dwarf in the fucking bag, or she knocked him over, that shit made me laugh.
Or she's sending that little shit back to Mexico. I love it.
You know what?
Microman kidnapped? Thank fucking God.
Can I tell you, hey, those guys from fucking Oriental Wrestling are still kidnapped, aren't they? Remember they fucking kidnapped them and threw them in the trunk of the car and they never fucking came back?
What
the fuck was his name? God damn it.
It was Jacob Fatu's Contra.
Yeah, but who was the dude? It was the dude from Japan. What the fuck was his name?
Lindemann?
Shima.
Oh, Shima.
Yeah, Shima's the one they threw him in the bag and threw him in the car and shit.
Contra's long gone, and so is Shima.
So here's the thing that made me realize why I loved MLW. It was when Selena was around, it seemed like everybody had a purpose. And it wasn't just her with her group, with Low Key, with all that stuff. But it was like, it was the dynasty, and those guys were all meshing well together. We got to know like the whatchamacallit.
Gelling?
Yeah, of course they were. Fucking Mance Warner was drinking light beers and going to the pay window. Like, it seemed like everybody had something going on at that point in time. Jesus fucking Christ. Teddy Hart and fucking Brian Pillman Jr. and Davey Boy Smith. Like, everything was, even Tom fucking Lawler, dude. Like, everybody had a position. Everybody had something going on. It was amazing stuff.
That was the era of MLW that I actually paid attention to.
Yeah, I was all in with that era of MLW, dude.
A dumb question. Selena De La Renta like backstage? Was she? This might be the dumbest question ever, but I honestly kind of think I'm honest on it. Was she part of the booking team? Was she booking, or no?
She was for a short while, yeah. Remember when she was on with us, she talked about how she was transitioned backstage, where she was like helping Court Bauer a lot with stuff that was going on. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Yeah, no. So then that makes sense then. If and then she's gone and it all goes to shit. Only good things can happen if she's back.
Yeah. I mean, I think they got hurt too when the pandemic happened. Like they took a beating probably more than most did. But yeah, there was a lot of bad shit that happened after all that disappeared, man.
Look, I didn't mind this week's MLW. You know,
what did I miss?
Ichiban wrestled him. I wasn't too familiar with him, but he had a pretty good match. Doug Love Doug beat Little Guido. So that was pretty entertaining, and he's got something. He tried to give a cake to Becca, and Becca smushed his face in it. Matthew Justice challenged Akira for the middleweight title, but then all hell broke loose as the Calling and the Second Gear crew got involved, so that was a no contest.
Yeah, it's Mance Warner and Manders and the other dude, right?
Mance, Manders, Matthew Justice, and Jimmy Lloyd.
There you go.
And then the Calling has Akira, Ricky Shane Page, Jeff Cannonball is there now.
Ricky Shane Page still has who's the dude that has two belts? Is it Akira?
Akira.
Yeah.
Wasn't Raven part of the Calling?
Yeah, he's like
he was, but I don't know if he's still there.
Gotcha.
And Fatu's not the openweight champion anymore either, right? I don't think he is. Now I gotta pull
I don't think he is either. I just have to see.
Was it? It wasn't Alex Kane, was it? Or
no, Alex Kane's the world champion.
Oh, all right. So, what about Tankman?
Ricky Shane Page. Ricky Shane Page is the national.
Yeah. So the Ravens group has like all the belts now. Well, except for Alex Kane. Yeah. Well, look at that. Huh.
And Davey Boy Smith Jr. is challenging Alex Kane for the title.
Because he won the Opera Cup.
Yeah. And Minoru Suzuki is wrestling Jacob Fatu at Slaughterhouse, October 14th.
Is that in Philadelphia?
Yes.
Oh, boy. Pack a fucking wazoo. Pack a couple of them, actually.
Will Ospreay, Zack Sabre Jr. is official for Royal Quest 3, by the way. That happened after Will Ospreay beat Yota Tsuji.
Are we picking that too?
We don't know.
Okay, good. What?
Man, you go like 100 miles an hour. And you really peter
Listen,
out.
man, 5 years I've been saying I hate picks. What
That
changed?
Mudwater high is really wearing off right now. He's really coming down off that Mudwater high.
Oh my goodness.
So I've been watching the NWA, right? They got a different before we wrap this up. They kind of changed their presentation, right?
Yeah.
All right, so it's a little different. It's not bad. We got Velvet Sky's out. She's not doing commentary anymore.
It looks a little more studio, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's Joe Galley and Danny Deals are doing commentary.
Yeah, Danny Deals is okay. He's serviceable.
Upgrade. Anyone's an upgrade over Velvet Sky, Tony.
Yep, 100%.
So it's like there's a lot of there's still some weirdness going on. But I've enjoyed what I've seen so far.
Is it darker? Is the studio darker?
Yes, I think it's done so you can't see the crowd.
Gotcha.
I don't know if Zion and Scion are the same person.
Yeah, I think they just changed his name. Was there a story thing there?
Oh my god!
I don't want to Google this shit. Fuck. You know what?
Tom Lattimore's given up his TV title and he's challenging EC3 at Shaman.
Yeah, what the fuck kind of name is that?
It's the next NWA pay-per-view. It's happening October 28th, so we will be picking that.
Shaman?
Yeah.
Horrible name.
Yeah, I think I'm mispronouncing it too.
Shaman?
It's spelled a certain way and it's not pronounced that way.
Shamaine? Something like that? I don't know. Yeah, it's some stupid shit that the fucking Sinister Minister came up with.
Exactly. It's not Shemaine, though. It's said
Shimon. Shimon, you know.
Easy.
So you like the Brothers of Funstruction, do you?
No. So that
they're with your boy fucking Fatty Two Dope or whatever his name is.
I know who they're with, Tony.
And Vampiro's feuding with them too.
Dude, the fucking Violent J promo is atrocious.
Of course it is.
Hold on, I'm gonna find this fucking Shaman promo.
Probably high off his fucking balls.
Shaman?
What I was looking for.
John Shamoxley?
This is what I want. The Dark Carnival.
Oh, Vampiro, Muda, Insane Clown Posse, and Raven.
No, the Brothers of Funstruction.
Brothers of Funstruction.
Oh. I heard Dark Carnival.
Someone recently asked The Undertaker when he was doing his Dead Man show, whatever the fuck he calls it, who he wish he could wrestle, like from the recent crop of guys, and he mentioned MJF.
Here's the promo piece for the new pay-per-view.
The main event of NWA 75. Now, when the tortured, howling souls of the dead soar through the skies on October 28th in Cleveland, Ohio, NWA presents Samhain, the most violent pay-per-view in National Wrestling Alliance history.
Yeah, that's what we want.
Samhain.
That's what we want. We want the most violent pay-per-view in NWA history.
Do you want this? You got to listen to this fucking Violent J fucking.
All right, yeah.
You got to listen to this promo. He's all fucked up. It don't make no sense. Hold on, I'm pulling it up. Give me 2 seconds.
Is he asking about magnets?
No, he's not asking about why would he ask about magnets?
Magnets. I mean, how do they
I
work?
like to chew ice. You know what they say about people who chew ice?
No.
Me neither, but anybody say anything about me, I'm beating that ass. I will be very much keeping a close eye on that match tonight. As a fan, who wouldn't be? I was flabbergastedly, pleasantly excited to hear that match was going to be going down, and I will be peeping it out hard. That's as a fan. But as a man, I will bitch slap all three of them, La Rebellion and Vamp, across the baby butt cheek, pleasantly soft, painted punk-ass faces. La Rebellion. The only thing I've ever seen them rebelling on was giving the Brothers of Funstruction a title shot when they had the belts. Now they got nothing to lose. They want to get brave. Yeah, Vampiro putting that pie in my face. I get pies in my face all the time, all my life. I'm one half of the world's most hated band. Pies in my face every day. Pie, pie, pie. I love it. Pie me down. Your mama had some pie in my face the other night.
There it is.
This is the bottom line. That double cranium crack I never see from La Rebellion, the double knee piece to the dome, the concussion attempt, speculation has it in some circles. That hurt. But the only real damage done was to my heart. My heart is receiving a lot of betrayal, man. There's a very deep hole in my heart from betrayal. But I never thought you, after 25 years of hominess, would be the one jumping down it now. Vamp, all the debts from past betrayal have been paid. But yours, Vamp, is a new debt yet to be collected by the Duke, by the J, and the brothers of Jackson.
Are you back? Are you in?
Yeah, I'm in. I'm in for that. 100%.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
100%. It was a little goofy at spots, but he did get his point across, and he did it quite well. I'm okay with it.
That was fucking no. That was garbage.
No, I'm okay with that, dude. We can agree to disagree on this one. I was okay with that one.
Yeah, but why are you okay with it? Because it was hysterical, or because you thought it got...
No. Listen, as much as I hate fucking 40 and 50-something-year-old grown men talking like they're still from the streets like that, I fucking hate that. But I can't hate the promo that much, man, because he fucking got his points across. I thought he did a good job.
That was
when
so
he,
fucking
when he's saying
connected.
when he was saying that they were ducking us, they wanted to give us a title shot. Now they got nothing to lose. Now they're trying to make a name for themselves.
Tony, the man said pies.
Yeah, because he loves pie in his face. When The
I
Rock says it,
know.
it was great, right?
I know, but then he went...
And he says, your mama put her pie in my face?
Yeah.
That's genius.
What about the hole in his heart?
He fucking broke his
holiness.
heart, dude. They were friends. Don't you fucking gel anything with AEW,
Tony,
bro?
That was shit.
No,
man.
dude, I
you
enjoyed
know
that.
was shit.
I enjoyed it.
That was shit.
Don't you fucking make me
That
laugh,
was
you dick.
You fucking asshole. You're sitting there all night. You're like, oh, they don't gel. And you goddamn know you're putting a hole in my heart right now because you know that was shit. That was fucking atrocious.
No, it wasn't. In fairness, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, you guys are fucking wrong on that one.
You're fucked.
Matt, you got my back on this one?
100% donk.
Thank you. All right, so we got a little
loved
different
it. That's why
melding
I
tonight.
played it.
There you go.
I loved it, but it was terrible.
It was comically bad.
No, it was good.
And that's the only redeeming quality is that it was comically bad. That was
It wasn't so bad. It was good. It was good, man. It was good.
The only thing he
You know what
didn't,
you should do,
he didn't
HK,
say
when
was
you're taking on your new role at your wrestling company, that people should watch that so they can learn from it.
Pie.
How to cut a great promo.
Good night,
Great
Mariana.
now.
Maybe my man was hungry. Relax, bro.
That was shit. That was absolute shit.
The
No,
brothers
it was
of
the shit.
Structure.
Oh, golly, eat a dick.
That was John Cena's theme music for a second.
Golly, eat a dick.
Yep. Golly, eat a dick.
Well, we got a lot of contenders for name of the show tonight.
Also, I looked up this Samhain, spelled Samhain, first observed by Celtic pagans, marked the Celtic New Year, signaled the beginning of winter, which was associated by death. Of course it was, man. If it's fucking sinister minister bullshit.
Oh, it's so fucking stupid.
Yeah, it is fucking stupid.
Billy Corgan's got to stop getting high with these fucking guys. He's like, he listens to everything.
He just got married, that Billy Corgan.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah.
I didn't get my invite. I thought we were boys.
Pie.
Been down on the product, bro.
Pie.
God, that was so bad.
Well, this has been a hoot, guys. Special thanks to Matt, Everett, and Gabriel for joining us to talk about the Bear Bronson vehicle. You could check that out on the thing when it scrolls across the bottom when you're watching this back, because I don't have the information in front of me. Check out the short film. It's a great introduction to Bear Bronson. If you're in the New York City area, the New York Indie Shorty Awards, that takes place September 30th at the Cinema Village in New York City, 445 Session 3. You can get tickets at filmfreeway.com/Indie Shorts Awards New York /tickets, and I believe they're free. So just snag some of those mofos and
pop on in, man. Get yourself a wazoo.
What is, you know what, Tony? We're gonna have some wazoo sandwiches together.
I'd love to have a wazoo with you.
All right, we'll set it up. We're gonna
Wazoo with you.
What the hell? I was thinking it. You said it.
We will be back next week for Sober October.
Sober October?
I don't know. It's October next week. It's exciting. The year is just flying by.
No, I mean now it is. I don't think the summer flew by. I think now like things start to get into more high gear, you know?
Oh, high gear.
High gear. Is that an upcoming pay-per-view? We got to pick that.
Tony, I think we're going to be picking a lot more AEW pay-per-views. Just going to put that out there.
Oh, did you get a scoop?
I know they announced that they're doing one at the end of December. They got this one here in October. They got Full Gear in November.
Gear.
It looks like we're going into that once a month formula, buddy.
Great. Can we thank people now?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
that's
we
awesome.
can. Do we do the outro here, or what are we doing here?
This has been a production of the Shining Wizards Network. Executive producer is Manny Kratzo. The assistant executive producer is Kathy Hummer. Our producers are Brendan Heaney, Danny Rusinello, Kate Hensler, Matt Garifo, Mike Peterson, Ryan Schlong, Thomas Copps, David Henry Bauer III, Michael Hammond, and William Mercier Jr. Special thanks to all our assistant producers as well. For everything Shining Wizards, visit shiningwizards.com. And don't forget to listen to all the great shows of the Shining Wizards Network.
Good